Here we are, Cultureland Podcast. Woo! Welcome back, you time-traveling motherfuckers. All right, so this one's gonna be wild. I'm telling you right off the bat, it might get hectic in here just because we got 2, 4, 6, 8 motherfuckers, and we only have 4 mics. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. But we're here with my brothers.
Yo.
This fool. Here with my brothers, the crew for Dylan's World. Is everybody here, or is like?
For the most part.
Physically, yes. Mentally, not these fools.
Wait,
Oh,
I thought it was our brothers.
Our brothers. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was just talking.
We forgot you were here back there, my guy. I'm sorry.
As always, Alexiz. Alexiz is actually doing something new this time. He's going to be full-on producer for this episode. He's running the computer. He's running the camera. He's making sure all the mic levels are good. So,
DJ Alexis.
So, starting from my left, we have my actual brother, like my real brother, James Kelly, right here.
What's good?
Yeah, and then we have Paydin.
Oh, that's so
Paydin.
What's good?
And then,
Hello.
And then we have motherfucking Chris.
What's good, y'all?
Yeah. And then we got Juicy Joe. He's been on the podcast before. If you haven't watched that one already, go watch it after you watch this one. It's pretty dope. And then next to him we got Chancellor, the man.
What's up, y'all?
The man behind the camera. He's got a plan.
He looking
Shout out
fresh
Alexis
today.
for the weed. Shout out Alexis for the weed, though.
And then this guy over here, I barely know him anymore because he never answers my fucking calls. But his name is Kyle Blanchette.
What's good, yo?
What's good?
I'm just teasing you, Kyle. I love you.
Much
No, he
love.
was the first one out of the squad that was down to come and do the pod with us and stuff. So
Hell yeah,
It's
gotta
pretty-
get it rolling.
pretty dope, pretty exciting. So I just wanted to know, when's the next time you guys are gonna go out to San Fran? We all went together and it was a
It's
hell
in the
of a time.
works.
It's in the works. What does that mean?
I mean, COVID kind of delayed us a little bit, so you know, it happens.
Me and this fool went to Florida during COVID, so I mean, I guess, but
The only thing is, though, we've hit
Florida does
SF.
whatever they want.
We've hit SF like 2 times already, and
since then, or no?
no, just like in
Okay.
general
We haven't
for
gone
this
since
part,
2019.
Dylan's World. So we need to hit something like New York or like some new shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My brother was mentioning he wanted to go to New York, but he says that it's just like a pain in the ass to get everyone to go
Yeah,
do
no
it.
one's down to pitch in.
We all have like crazy ass schedules and shit, so to coordinate everything with everyone is like difficult. But to put it this way, like the main people of our video and everyone to be involved, like for the most part, is this circle right here. I grew up skating with majority of this group. You know, James, Paydin, you, Skyler, Alexiz, Chris, Kyle, and Chancellor somewhat more recently within like the last 5-6 years. But everything just worked out, and it just all naturally fell into place. It wasn't really planned or nothing like that, but this is like the group we always roll with. And there's more heads, but I mean, for the most part, this is us. So just kind of, straightforward.
The craziest thing that I think about all that whole thing is I've known this motherfucker and that motherfucker since elementary school. And me and
That's
James
right.
used to sit on the swing and sing Beatles songs our whole lunch.
That's so funny.
Dude.
Recess shit.
Yeah, Freedom Crest. Good times,
Freedom
dude.
Crest Elementary. We probably went at different times.
These guys are actually world-class karaoke singers. You should
I
see
knew
them off a
Kyle
couple
at Freedom
beers.
Crest when he was in
Pretty
like
crazy.
3rd grade.
Are
I
you
was in,
guys-
like 4th or some shit?
I don't know how I did. I don't know how I never met you in elementary school, James.
No, it's because,
younger than this.
yeah, so,
Me and Kyle are the same grade.
Oh, so
hey, Wood, by the time, by the time you left is like when I met James and that fool Mason who got chokeslammed outside of Paydin's house. Nah, but yeah, funny story. And then met Joseph, stayed the night at his house, the fucking first night we ever met. And then it was so funny going into
Did you
sixth
kiss
grade.
him?
Oh shit. But
Just joking.
nah, I remember Joe. We were going into sixth grade at Bell Mountain, and this fool Joe was like, "Have you ever seen this guy Chris? He's so good on a skateboard. You gotta look at this fool." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck." Like honestly,
He's
talking about me. It's crazy. A little bit after that, we all became bros and kept skating. Here we are now, making skate videos.
So you said that these guys are like karaoke masters. Is that a dab? No, I have
Yeah.
I have a
Wait till
podcast.
hey,
I
hit
have
that
to
shit.
fuck-
Wait till it vibrates.
Y'all are tripping.
Pause.
Hey, Skyler.
I just
Hey,
hit it.
cover the hole on the thing. Cover the hole on the on the that thing right there. That ball. Hit it. Hit it now. Hit it. What do you mean complicated? Say something.
How you feel? How you feeling right now?
Pretty good.
Hey, Skyler. Have you yet to take a ice cream chop on the podcast?
He will today
That's some
for
of the
sure.
gnarliest
I
shit
need to
I've
see
ever
it.
seen.
Hopefully it doesn't take 3 hours.
On TL, it might.
This fool Skyler. Hold on. This fool Skyler.
Tell him what TL is,
This fool Skyler. Go ahead. Yeah, tell him what TL is, Skyler.
I'm not gonna be able to breathe.
All right, so this fool Skyler, we're in SF for this fool's birthday right here, and I'm about ready to knock out. So I take a chop, ready to fall asleep. This fool Skyler's next in line. I fall asleep, right? I fall asleep. He's ready for his chop, so I knock out. That chop hit me. I wake up, and this fool's still like hitting the chop. So I'm thinking like, oh fuck, I only fell asleep for like 15 minutes. Everyone in the room is telling Skyler, hit the chop, bro, like yelling at this fool, and he's like, nah, I'm the TL. I ain't gonna hit nothing. Blah blah blah. TL this, TL that. The whole trip, this fool was talking about the TL. He was infatuated with the TL.
What's the TL? By
So I'm like, hold on. Skyler will tell you what the TL is in a second. So I'm like, fuck, I fell asleep. Like, it's been like maybe 15 minutes, you know, if he's taking a while. Look at my phone. It's been like 3 hours. I'm like, damn, how many chops he's taking? I forgot who told me, but he was like, same chop since you fell asleep. I was like, he's taking 3 hours to take this chop? I'm pretty sure like 2 people quit chops that weekend just because this fool took so long. They just knocked out.
Let me add some context to this. This is a hotel room, and there's like 10 of us. There's like 8 people in this hotel room with like 2 beds. There's bodies all over the floor and air mattresses. Like
That I got charged
Bro, you
a
couldn't
shitload
even
of extra
walk
money for.
around.
these boys are smoking out the window. Fucking cramped.
Whose name was on?
It was all on my name.
Bro,
Happy
Nah, the
21st
funniest-
birthday.
the funniest shit about that is we got this destroyed hotel room. We're all chilling in there. No, it was destroyed. Air mattresses, trash, beer everywhere. Chops.
Chopping the carpet?
No. But James mobs out. I think it was night or morning. I don't even remember. Mobs out. Mobs back in with this random ass homie. And everybody's like, "Fool, what the fuck are you doing?"
I met some short Brazilian dude. He was trying to take a chop.
I swear the only reason he brought him up is because this guy legit was shorter than James.
Don't
I
yell
swear that-
into the mic when
My
it's that
bad,
close.
my bad.
You just talk like
I
this.
swear. The only reason he brought him in is because he was shorter than James.
I mean, hey,
I
you
swear
could-
that's the only reason.
You can yell into the mic if you want, but it's just gonna sound
You
like
can believe what
garbage.
you want.
So,
So like,
but can we acknowledge that my brother is like, yeah, I met a short Brazilian dude, like he fucking picked up a chick or something. Like, the fuck are you talking
Nah,
about?
we're all
Hey, what's up?
smoking,
You
chilling out
Brazilian?
in front of the hotel.
What happened was
He's
we went
kicking
out.
it, so
We went out that night. We were drinking. It was James' 21st birthday, and on the way back, actually, everyone made it back up to the room. But for some reason, me and James were out front. I think we were smoking a joint or something, and we got super sidetracked. We were fucked up, and we just kept talking and talking. Before we knew it, this fucking little dude from whatever he's from, Brazil or Peru, whatever. He was really
from
cool.
somewhere else.
He actually walked up to the same room and was about to walk up and like smelt the weed. So he was like, "Yo, you guys are smoking weed? Like, I want to take a hit, whatever." Like, introduced himself, and he ended up, kind of meeting us. And long story short, we tried. James was trying to take him back up to the room, like smoke more, like and shit and whatever. And it was way too late.
You're
This
not
fuck-
helping.
Dude, 20
You're
air
not
mattresses
helping the
on the
case.
ground.
Let me say it too. Let me say something happened.
It was-
bro. This fool fucking walks into the room, right? Picture it's 4 a.m. You walk into a hotel room and there's 8 motherfuckers laying on air mattresses on the floor, like
In
there
a
was
room
no room in this
smaller than
hotel
this,
room.
smaller than this garage, with 2 king-size beds, and a kitchen table, smaller than this garage, with 9 people. Air mattresses, you couldn't walk. Air mattresses everywhere.
It was at Music City, fucking.
Oh yeah, Isaiah and his homie pulled up, and then we had like 11 fools that night that he came.
Yeah.
And that one, Isaiah's homie, drunk as fuck, like, I don't know if he sleptwalked or what, but he walked down and didn't bring a key. So he's in the front of the hotel. We're like, I'm pretty sure we're on the top story of like I don't know, like 11 stories or whatever. And he's at the bottom, no key to get into the room. It's like 12, I don't even know what time, but he could not get in, just sleptwalk or whatever. Long story short, this fool walks in, first mattress he sees falls, and it's the little homie Dylan sleeping. He just like he just falls and like knocks out. This fool chances like, bro, your bed's over here, and he like could not get him up. This fool just fell asleep. Where first spot he saw, knocked out.
He was like, this shit's mine right now.
Shout out to Dylan though. That fool's killing it these days.
Legend.
Yes, big shout out to Dylan, little homie, big fucking tricks. But this fool calls me and he's like, "Hey, bro, like I'm locked out of the hotel. It's like 3 a.m. And I get out there, and it's cold in SF. This fool's in fucking gym shorts, t-shirt, and socks, just sitting on like the diamond-plated floor, like freezing at like 3 a.m. The homie Tyler, shouts out Tyler McQueen.
Shout out Tyler.
So, bro. But
I
yeah,
got
that was a funny
I got
story.
locked out too. I spent the whole fucking night out there
That was
Fuck,
fucked
dude.
up.
until the sun came
That
up.
was
Tell 'em about what
fucked up. I
happened with
felt
the-
bad.
The fucking sun came up before anybody let my ass in.
You didn't
Tell-
call
tell 'em
anybody,
what
bro.
Yeah, I did.
Not me.
Tell him what happened.
No, I didn't have your number though at the time.
When you left, and you left your car in the parking lot, and how much it cost to park there.
Oh yeah, that
Dude,
was fucked
that
up
was
because
insane.
I didn't realize that they upcharged on the weekends. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
So like during the week, like I had compensated 7 days of like this, like okay, it's gonna be this price, but then the
A
weekend.
fucking outstanding bill.
What
Well,
was it like? $275.
You had to pay. You had to pay, or you couldn't leave.
Yeah,
You
I
know
remember
what I mean?
you
I
didn't
was
have
like,
any money.
Oh no!
You didn't have any money on you at the time. You were
Yeah.
like, Kyle, can you pay this? And it was like $275.
Well, no, it's because the problem was that I had the money. I had money, but you couldn't do a split payment at the fucking machine.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like I couldn't put all of my money into it and then be like, hey, could you cover the rest and I'll pay you back? It was like, oh, this all has to go on one payment. You know what I mean? And we didn't have cash, and it was just like everything was fucked up.
I remember
we
you guys
managed-
leaving and being like, you guys had like plans because you guys left like a day earlier, right? Because we flew out there. Remember? And you guys met up with us. It was you, Dylan, and Kyle. And I remember you were leaving and you're like, fuck, dude, I felt bad because you were bummed. You're like, we were going to hit spots in like Oakland and shit. And like on the way back home, and you were just like, spent all your money. So you're like, fuck, dude.
Well,
like,
me and this fool, we were supposed to go to we were supposed to meet up with Jerome Neal in Sacramento.
oh, really?
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
I've talked about Jerome Neal a couple times on different podcasts, but yeah, that dude is super gnarly and super like what's the word, like giving, I guess you would say. Like this, we were gonna go to Sacramento, and he was like down to fix my VX and like do all this
really?
shit
Just
too.
hook it
Yeah,
up? That's tight.
yeah.
So Skyler, what's the story behind TL? Like, before it keeps going any
Tell
further.
us.
Yeah,
I think
I
everyone
wanna
wants to know
what
right
TL
now what
is.
TL means.
It's his favorite city in San Francisco.
Oh, it's a neighborhood.
Even a city?
I
It's-
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
a-
not, what am I saying? It's not a
It's
city.
a barrio, fool.
It's a
section.
neighborhood. It's historically, like, famously, like, the most ghetto neighborhood in San Francisco. And that's not to be confused with the most ghetto neighborhood in the Bay. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
Oakland's part of the Bay, and there's all kinds. There's like shitty parts. But the Tenderloin, like the first time I ever went,
Tell them what.
we saw people smoking meth and smoking crack and selling it like it was no thing. And me and the homie Josh, we were trying to find weed, and we couldn't find any weed, bro. We walked like all throughout the Tenderloin trying to find weed, and everyone's like, "Oh, I ain't got that. I got some Coke. I got some fucking ice, glass."
I got everything but weed.
We stayed in the Tenderloin.
Yeah.
We're in Soma.
I don't know if I want to. Well, isn't that the Tenderloin?
It's right by it. But
I don't want to say it, but
There was some crazy
we stayed
crazy
at a
shit happened
motel
at
that
that
was
motel.
pretty. I don't even know. Like,
In the same area?
I'm pretty
by
sure.
the-
I could
right by the
have.
skateboard.
I'm not sure. Like,
Soma.
Yeah.
is that in the Tenderloin?
I
It's in this.
I
It's in
think
the.
so.
It's in the brew areas of fucking SF for
I think
sure.
it is because I know a bunch of homies have gotten fucking straight robbed there and like their shit broken into. James Franz,
You can tell.
James Franz and that crew had all their shit jacked from them right there, like all of it. But
Fuck.
huh?
in person or like out of their vehicle.
Out of their like it was happening like somebody was breaking into their shit, and then like Greg Harris or somebody saw it happening, and then they went to go confront them, and then essentially this dude pulled out like a chain with a lock and started swinging it around, and like all those fools got like fucked up, I guess. And like one of the dudes that was
Pulls out
part
of
of
Mortal
that crew
Kombat and shit.
just dipped on everybody, just dipped. Like when that fool pulled out the chain with the lock and started swinging it, one homie dipped and everybody took like chain and locks to like the dome and shit.
SF's a different planet. We have this spot that we always go out and skate. It's I don't know exactly what area it's in, but it's under the bridge. There's some gold rails. I've gone to one of my favorite clips I've ever done there. But the smaller rail there,
Train station.
yeah, the train station rail, the gold one. The smallest rail there that's under the bridge, there's a crack that's in between the brick pavers and the actual wall that's next to the rail. And littered in the crack is just completely littered with heroin needles. And there's been multiple times where we fell right
Dude.
there, almost stuck our hand in the crack. It's no joke. We could have got stuck by
Hey.
multiple heroin needles every single time we go.
Hey, you remember when we were out there skating, I was on mushrooms, and I don't really eat mushrooms like that, so that shit hit me. I was trying flip front nose on that gold rail, and there was a sketchy-ass group that had to go in the middle
That
of
was such
the
a funny
whole time.
session.
Remember, they're like, y'all want some weed? Hand me like 4 baggies of weed, and I was like, I ain't
Oh, yeah,
smoking
the
this.
person that
You
was
guys
giving-
want this?
He was giving you free weed for the tricks. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Remember that lady?
Yeah, the
Anyways, so real quick,
interesting lady that Joseph blew smoke on. And
hey, let me interject real quick
Stepped
and
on
just
her shoes.
finish on the TL, and you guys can just go have at it with your stories because it's good and I want to hear it.
There's some good ass stories.
But I just want I don't want it to be like 45 minutes in and then I'm like, yeah, so the TL, you know what I mean?
Just
But-
get out of your way. You're
Yeah.
obsessed
You
with
have to
TL.
hear what TL.
No, but
Let us hear what TL means, Skyler.
TL is short for it's like slang for like the tenderloin, you know. And there's people who like rep that shit really hard, and I know a couple people who are like they rep that shit really hard. And I was kind of like doing like a bit like just fucking around, like I turned into like this character like this like this G ass fool, and I'm just like on TL, bro, you ain't gonna fucking touch me or talk to me anyway, bro. Like I don't give a fuck, bro. Like what the fuck, bro.
That was the
I'll
funniest part
fucking
of the
sit
trip.
here and I'll talk to all y'all with this
That was
bong
the
pack
funniest part
on
of the trip,
TL. Just like everything's on TL.
And then we got
Everything.
stuck out there, and I didn't even know.
Yeah. We went. I wanted to walk around. No one really wanted to walk around.
Oh yeah,
I wanted
I
to
stuck
walk
in
around, too.
Chinatown out there, huh?
Yeah, I walked from Chinatown back to the TL. But no, yeah, it was something that I like. You guys were giving me a reaction, like you guys were laughing and shit. But I could also see that it was bumming some people out. You know what I mean? And so I was just like, oh well, I'm just not gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep doing this until somebody snaps.
Honestly, Skyler
then-
transformed.
And then somebody
Stop Joseph from chopping.
Oh, that's who's
seriously.
missing. J-Ram's
Saved his
missing.
health.
J-Ram finally snapped, and his defense, it was probably like 6 hours into me just like not shutting the fuck up and just saying, like people would be like, I'm trying to sleep, dog. Will you please stop? And be like, bro, you ain't never gonna sleep on the TL.
I told you he transformed, bro. He transformed. That's so funny,
That's
bro.
exactly how it sounded.
Straight up, bro.
And then J-Ram, he just snapped, and he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Hey, if he would have said, I'm going to fuck you up on the TL, I would have lost him.
No, but he said, I'm gonna fuck you up, and then I asked him, I was like, on the TL.
Bro, that was so funny.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my life.
So that trip, bro, like I said, we flew out there. It was me, James, Paydin, Chris, Joe, and Jacob. We all flew out there. And it was pretty sick because it was just like a 45-minute plane ride, you know, and we all just got super faded before the flight and got on it. And so you have to, if you know about the airport in San Francisco, it's in like San Jose almost, you know, it's way down there. So we have to take like a tram from the airport to the actual BART and then take the BART all the way up to get into San Francisco. So like, I don't know. I always end up being the map guy. So I'm like, all right, bro. I pull up my iPhone. I'm like, all right, you could do a transit option. First time you know, we don't do that shit in LA. So we're in San Francisco. It's way different. I hit the transit. I'm like, all right, we just got to get off on Union Square because it was right by the hotel. And we get to the hotel. Or when we get to Union Square, because I'm like, bro, this is the exit. We got to get off. And mind you, we got all of our stuff. You know, we got skateboards, bags. We're all just laxed in the back of the train. This whole Paydin rolled a blunt in the train. So we get to the exit. I'm like, hey, this is the exit. This is the exit right here, right? And we all get off the exit, and the only two people that don't make it off are James and Chris. They didn't make it off the exit, bro.
Oh my god,
the
the
doors
doors closed so fast.
The doors closed on them, bro.
I remember you telling me
Bro,
that.
it was...
Hey,
I was
but
already
real
pissed
quick,
from the long train ride.
just to like throw it out there because you said he rolled a blunt on the BART, right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So I was out there with Josh Yeomans, right? And we're sitting in a fucking Burger King, and it was right when I first started getting spine and hip problems. So like we had been walking around all day, and it was like I was locking up, like I couldn't walk anymore. I was like hitting that wall, you know. And we stopped inside of a fucking Burger King, right outside of the TL, and right outside of the
TL.
Right outside the Tenderloin, we stopped at this Burger King right there, and we sat down, and this fool rolled up a spliff, and fucking, I'm not even kidding you, we're just sitting there in the back of the Burger King, and there's nobody in there, you know, and we're in direct like view like of the counter, and he fucking just lit it up in there. And then like waited until
That's
like
called a loud
somebody
challenge.
And then
I think this fool's about to throw up.
Potentially.
100%.
Allegedly.
Starting to throw up. He's throwing up.
In the beginning of the podcast.
Why can't we all get along? There's a tree in front of your lawn. There's a chair in front of your lawn. But no house. So what must we do? We shall take the woods of the earth that belong to us and all its architecture, because it is naturally ours. Come with me. Be a pal. Like the saying, as above, so below. But for above man, it's all above, and so above, man. They can't tell me what to do. I'm a robot.
Stop. You and you fucking piece of.
And we're back from the commercial break. This just in, a multi-collisional accident just happened off the 25th freeway in Birmingham, Wisconsin, which makes no sense because the cities don't correlate. More at 12.
But hey, going back to lighting woods in random places.
Yeah.
When we're out in SF for James's birthday, I remember we're in a barcade. For one, full fucking thought my ID was a fake when it wasn't.
Yeah.
But we're in this barcade. Paydin lights of wood. I'm like, oh shit.
In the barcade.
Shit's about to pop off. Security's everywhere.
The thing about it though, it was like 3 stories and it was like super super dark, so it would have a lot of the barcade. Yeah, that's it.
It was
2 stories. My bad. It was
It was like an old theater.
yeah, it was. It had levels. So it had like the first level, which was down below. Then it had the second tier. Then it had even one above it.
I think you
So
guys
that's why
went
I
to a
considered
different
it.
barcade that time because I went to a single-story barcade, and the most stairs it had was a 4-stair down.
It was a theater, bro. It was an
Dude.
old theater.
Yeah, no, the one we went to, it had one down below, and then had like the 4 or 5 stair, right? It was a second tier, and then if you turn around and look up, it had these people that rented these booths that were 3rd story.
Oh.
So it was 3
But we didn't go
stories
up there.
No, we didn't go there up there at all. So we were like, it almost seems like, no, you're right. It almost seems like one main level, but there was like 1, 2, 3 technically, because the way it was set up.
But
But it was super dark. Like
you remember throwing those fucking what's that? Shuffleboard. You were fucking
Dude.
chucking that shit like 50 miles an hour. Fool comes over, starts pressing us. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, it smells like weed. We're like, oh, we wonder who's smoking weed in here.
Yeah, they didn't even care
Fucking
about
woods
the
in the back. Puffing a wood.
yeah, Paydin's in the background smoking a wood everywhere he goes, just lighting up. I'd say he's rolling a wood right now. Look at him. This
Actually,
just,
there's
is him. This is just who he is. You know?
There's a pretty funny
good
story
thing.
about this guy right here. I'm glad he's okay after it, but I'm gonna have to let it be known.
Oh wait! Didn't he
Oh,
get hit by a
fuck.
That's what I'm about to say.
Not yes. He got
Okay,
hit by
so
a taxi.
We're skating down like a hill, all of us. You know, we just left the hotel, just cruising down some mellow hill, and it's all of us together. And Paydin's in front of everybody, and it's me and Kyle, and
It's
then
like-
like all of us else behind us.
Not just one hill. We left the hotel and it's like, like we're
that
mobbing
shit-
for a minute.
That shit
So,
was like
like-
8 hills back to back to back to back, nonstop.
So we get to the intersection, and the light turns green for us, like as if we were a car, you know. We were clear to go through. And some taxi, bro, fucking, you hear him. Our light was green, and he went through the red light. And you hear his taxi, and he's like, "Arr!" And me and Kyle look. Excuse me.
Bro, it was like we saw a ghost or an alien or some shit. We looked at each other like, bro, what just happened?
Bro, me and Kyle look up, and this fool Paydin's, you know, just riding down the hill, just gets hit right on the right thigh by the taxi, bro. And he, like, goes like this, like, straight ragdolls, bro. It was fucking insane.
Smacked the hood, laid down on that shit, and then backflipped off the hood.
Yeah, and so me and Kyle are, like, we ride to the other side of the car, and he's already getting up, and, like, we're looking at each other like, what the fuck just happened? Like, we just saw a ghost. We didn't know what to do. And Paydin just gets right back up. There's, like, girls in the corner that are, like, freaking out.
Not just girls, tweakers.
Yeah, they were tweakers for sure.
Tweakers.
Like,
Hey,
he
we
just
might
hit
have
him.
been.
He just hit him. Like,
We
freaking
might
out.
have been in the TL.
Yeah, we were probably in the
We might have
TL.
been in the TL.
Yeah, and
We
and
ain't
so-
had maps out. We were just mobbing.
We were
It could have been
cruising.
TL.
And it
Who
got
knows?
cut abruptly short by the collision of a taxi.
Bro,
and
so
Paydin.
I'm going down.
Paydin won the war.
We go out of the hotel, and I'm just like, it's like, surprisingly, it's like early. For us, 9 o'clock is early. It's like 9 o'clock, and we're actually up. We're mobbing. We go right, make another right, and there's like a cool, like 8, I don't even know how many hills, but like, you know, SF hills.
That shit was like midday.
It's like, nah, man.
no.
All right, who
It
the
was
fuck
midday.
knows?
It was lunchtime because we're skating with.
No, it was
Dylan and everyone.
lunchtime? What the
Yeah.
fuck's Noah got to
It was during the day. It was midday. Guy, come on now. It was
midday.
Because he got hit by a taxi.
It was
It was-
midday.
It was midday.
You
It was
can
midday. What do you mean?
You can yell, but don't
bad.
yell when it's like this close to your
I
mouth.
feel you. I feel you. Hey, so midday, morning, who gives a fuck? we make it right. We're going down these hills. I'm just like, it's whatever. Like you said, light's green. Fuck, all of a sudden I look to the right and there's a fucking big ass yellow. I mean, it's the last day of a bender for sure. It's fucking yellow things coming at me. Fucking This motherfucker hit.
Fucking
I look to the
yellow
right
face.
and
Sent
it's
you in
like,
another
called a
dimension.
car.
It's a bumblebee.
bro, I live in Sun City. I ain't seen a taxi in a minute. But that shit, I look
He's
I
not
look to the
lying.
right
It's
and I'm
all
like,
Uber
oh
and
shit, what the fuck? That shit hits me like on my right thigh. I fucking do like a fucking, I don't even know, somersault. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, you did a little flip.
I flipped and I was like, bro, I really just got hit by a fucking taxi right now. And I wasn't thinking like, oh, I had a fucking. I wasn't thinking shit about having the green light. But I fucking got hit by that shit. Did like a fucking 720, no Tony Hawk. And I was like, my first instinct is like, I'm in the wrong. I'm fucking out of here. I'm not fucking waiting for this fool to fucking get out of his car. I fucking should have hit this fucking windshield, but I didn't. I fucking left, and my fucking first instinct was like, I'm gone. Fuck it. I got hit by a taxi, but I'm alive.
I give mad props to this fool because like
Little
after
does
the-
he know he died that day.
Yeah,
Got up and
honestly,
skated away.
Welcome to hell.
like to be like transparent about it, I didn't see the actual like incident happen or anything. I was literally riding with him or skating down those hills, and like before I knew, like I get down like to where they were saying like it happened and shit, and they're like Paydin just got hit by a taxi, and I literally couldn't believe it. I thought these fools were fucking with me. And I'm like, this fool got hit by a taxi. I was like, what are you talking about? He got hit by a taxi. And like, he got hit by a taxi. And I was like, bro, like laughing. I was like, you guys are fucking.
Like,
you
are you
guys
fucking brain dead?
No, like
My
you
bad to
hit
interrupt. My bad to interrupt.
by
But
a
not to
fucking
mention,
taxi.
we just bombed like 8, maybe, I don't remember, like 8, 10 hills. And it was at the end. Like, we're down, like, we're by fucking, like, the central area, like, Union Square or whatever, like, where all those ledges were. We're, like, right there. Fucking at the destination, get hit by the fucking taxi, like, fucking there. Fucking 10 feet of where I needed to be. This shit fucking sucked.
Put it this way, I've never seen fucking someone, especially as big as this fucking guy, get hit by a taxi, let alone fucking roll on the ground, get back up, fucking adrenaline rush, skate back down next to where we have to go, whatever, and I don't know. This guy didn't fucking like think twice about it. Like I even asked him after. I didn't see him get hit, but I did ask him like, "Are you okay? You good? Like what happened?" He's like, "I'm fine, bro. I just got hit by a taxi." He's like, "I just fucking I literally got hit." But I was like,
Trooper.
I couldn't believe
Thank God
it,
we
but
all
I seen
died
it.
that day so we could still hang out, huh?
Thank God you used to be a football player, right?
Definitely.
Nah, something
Hey,
was watching after this.
No,
fool, I
but
promise.
that's fucking
there was
heavy,
some-
dude. I'm
it
glad
was-
you're alright, Paydin. Cause
You had some
That's
protection. on your
fucking
side for that,
gnarly.
Don't worry. Yeah, no, it was a heavy like incident.
For the
Hey,
duration of the time.
real quick, will you hand the mic to my brother? I got some questions for him after I take this chop.
Shout out James.
And then, who
Mikey.
was it? Who was it that requested the little ice cream bowl?
Oh,
Fuck
right here.
SF
Okay.
taxi services.
Cadilla brought it up.
Wait, can the camera see that?
Can you see me?
It's a fisheye. It's a fisheye. You might have to go up and close to show how big that boat motherfucker is.
Nah, that's all good. Everybody knows.
Is that snow cone?
It is over the
Hey,
rim.
snow cone? That's just a normal Skyler
Real ones
shop.
know.
That ain't snow cone.
It is. Look at
I
it.
think it's pretty.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
pretty
but
coned.
Skyler's up
It's
there.
pretty thick.
Oh yeah, that's up there.
It's up there.
That's up there. Yeah, it's
Because
up
you're
there.
holding it down, you can't see it as good. But as soon as you fucking prop it back up, then you can see that depth.
I wanted to put more, but the fan and shit.
I'll
is
block
like,
it for you.
it's
I got
sorta-
you.
alright.
So end of the
The homie
day,
chop block. Let that
Paydin
shit
got hit
rip,
by
brother.
a taxi. He
Let's see
survived.
something.
He's fine, and now he's rolling woods just like he always was.
I probably smoked. Yeah, he's chilling. I probably smoked like at least
think he's even
3
stronger than he
before
was
I got hit
before.
by that taxi, so it might have saved me.
Yeah.
Alright, I just added a little bit more, boys. You ready?
Damn. Ice cream chop. The time we almost got hit by the car bombing the hill, and you threw your board at him.
That was that
Oh,
same day.
man.
That was after I got hit by
Yeah, we almost got hit.
We have that on video. That was
Remember it
insane.
good.
I mean, I watched it from the top, but I didn't bomb the hill.
So what happened?
We were just. Alright, so we're filming, right? And then we're going to go into this big. It's a pretty big ass hill. And we go in. I got my AirPods in, just fucking grooving. We're going down this fat ass hill. It's probably what, 5 of us?
I gotta rebate the chop
Yeah,
because it was
five,
clogged.
4 or 5 at the time, maybe 6.
And then this fucking Infinity just comes hauling ass behind us, and I didn't hear him. couple other people heard him, I guess, and swerved out of the way. I didn't, and then he got like fucking 5 feet behind me. I look back, swerve, power slide kind of out the way. You
Well,
guys
it's
will see it,
tailgating
but,
Chris.
Yeah. It was bad, yeah. And then Joseph
bad.
got to the bottom, got off his board instantly, and just threw his fucking board at the car, smacked the car, and then we started chasing it. And yeah, it was just that was it from there. But it was fucked.
Let me tell my perspective
Yeah.
of it. So.
Ooh, that was a close
So
one.
this is my perspective of it. I'm at the top of the hill filming these guys go down it, you know. It's all the little homie hill bomb. So I'm filming it, and actually Dylan was at the top of me, Dylan Gallardo, and I'm filming it, and the car just comes out of nowhere, you know, and he's right on their ass, and you know you never stop recording on the camera, so I'm not saying anything. I'm just recording. And I'm like, damn, like thinking in my head, like this guy's getting fucking close, but I can't say anything or shake or I gotta capture the
Loyal cameraman.
Yeah, dude. I gotta capture the chaos, bro. But luckily there's none. But so this guy's bombing behind him, gets all up on him, and I'm fully zoomed in, and you just see Joe like just cock back and throw his board like a fucking javelin. And it was sick because fuck that fool. He shouldn't have been that close to people going down a skateboard. Yeah. Who knows if someone falls, you know?
Check this out,
people
though.
Like
here's
here's
the thing is that I don't know if you know about this. I have homies that live out in San Fran. Like my homie Gabe got snagged. Shout out Gabe.
We met up with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fool's ripping.
I know a couple other people out there. The homie Michael and the homie Jordan. Fucking not Michael Jordan or anything. You know?
The homie MJ. You know Michael Jordan?
It's this dude Jordan Pierce or Jordan Pearson, but Jordan P. He's pretty fucking cool. And then Michael, I don't know his last name, but
I remember we got to skate that historic park when you first like introduced us to your homie, that full Gabe. And we got to go skate all those like park spots, and it was a whole bunch of different
Golden Gate Park.
Yeah,
the
Golden
homie
Gate
Brian
Park.
lives out
Yeah,
there
it was.
too. The homie Brian lives out there too.
But the scenery and everything around
all of
it
them,
was.
everybody I know that lives out there, they've all told me, bro, that like there's people that on the streets, like driving, that will try to hit you. Like they'll try. Like there's people out there that like try to hit fools. Like if you're bombing the hill and shit.
Those are the people that don't move over for a motorcycler.
Yeah, sure. But it's
those
like
type of people.
They were saying that like they've seen it multiple times. It's not like, oh, I've seen that. Yes, no, it's like, oh, I've seen that a couple times. Like we're bombing a hill, like a group of people, and then like somebody's going up a hill, they're going down a hill, right? And so there's cars that are like following behind them, and then this fool's like going up the hill in a car and like swerves the like into the fucking other lane and shit. You know what I mean? So like you have to be careful out there. There's people out there that like, you know. There's also people. It's probably not as like common or whatever, but there's people who like purposefully do crazy shit to motorcycles.
Who the fuck
You know
would
what I
do
mean?
some shit like that? Like purposely try to hit someone on a skateboard or
miserable
like, yeah,
people
that have no life, like the people that hate their life for sure. Like,
well, what kind of a person calls the cops on people who are skating a ledge in the park?
old
He's like
people,
the kind of
person that
old people,
fucking
or people that fucking hate their life
Karens.
for sure. Karens.
There's all kinds of bitter ass people out there, man. And when they see us having fun, they're like, "Fuck you." But anyways,
Fun police.
Yeah, we were skating some flat gap in front of some old fool's house, and
Oh yeah, we
he
almost.
he almost got it.
Yeah, he almost got the fucking fade from all of us.
Yeah.
We were kind of destroying a
but
fresh
he was
concrete
like,
pad.
He was acting
know.
like he was acting like
He
he
wanted
could've-
it.
It wasn't
yeah,
his.
yeah, no, he
Yeah, he
wanted to fight somebody. Like he was a miserable prick. Like you could just tell. There's like, he's not a happy dude. You saw him, dude. He's balding and fat, like glasses. Get the fuck out of here, nerd. We'll beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't even know why he tried, honestly,
Because he
it
knew.
was like 8 of us,
he
so
knew.
obviously it's
Because he
fucked up
knew
for
that
us to do anything, but-
if we did anything, then like the cops would find us. You know.
Yeah, but we.
Because they were already there. They were already rolling up when we did.
And catching.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we'd be out. I'd be out.
Yeah. We might have to.
I'm
cut
glad
that.
though. I'm glad it went the way.
We're
I'm
all,
glad it
like,
went the way. it
Almost
went.
assaulted an old fat man.
So you wanted to ask James some questions, right?
Yeah.
James got the gold chain.
You got the microphone.
Hold it. You got a gold chain too.
So Jaime.
What's up?
We haven't really like hung out too much or spent too much time together. I know you've been fishing and whatnot. I was kind of saying on another podcast that like you're coming out with this Dylan's World part, and I have zero clue of like anything that you've got or anything.
I don't either. I forget.
But I was just wondering, is there anyone right now while you're filming for this part? Is there anyone in particular that you're like you're watching skate and like kind of like evaluating as far as style and trick selection and spot selection and stuff like that you're kind of maybe trying to mimic in a sense, like, and I don't mean it in like a negative way at all. It's like inspiration shit, you know. But is there anyone right now?
Not too much at the moment, but early on I used to watch like just like a lot of the same shit you would watch, like old Zero videos.
The Girl, Lakai.
Round 3s,
Corey
yeah.
Kennedy, the man.
Corey Kennedy, yep.
That kickflip front wall ride he just did?
Like,
Fully flared, yeah,
disregarding everything
right.
that happened with like CK, but I remember James and you actually like kind of put me on, and Chris, like Corey Kennedy, like, yo, Corey Kennedy's a man. Like everything he did was like fucking.
Yeah, I could say he influenced my style a lot for sure. Corey Kennedy, he always looks like he's having the most fun on a skateboard, and that's basically all I like to do now.
You know that
Exactly.
You guys, all right, so you already know that you remind me of Andrew Green a lot. It kind of trips me out. Like, you are my real brother, but I've spent, like, so much time with Andrew that it's like you guys are so similar. And it's interesting because when we were in high school and stuff, we were filming for the Epiphany video, that fool Andrew was always watching Corey Kennedy. And Corey Kennedy at the time was one of two people we had ever seen on footage do the switch Merlin twist, which is the switch front foot impossible and then a 180, so the board does 540,
Correct.
Your body does 180. And I'll never forget, like, he watched it so much that, like, he wanted to do that trick, and he eventually learned it, and we went and we filmed it, and he did it at a 3 block in LA. But it's just interesting you say that because you guys, I feel like you guys skate very similar. Your trick selection's different, you know, but your style and your personality. So it's like on and off the board, you guys are very similar.
Gotcha, yeah.
Have you spent much time with him since he's been back?
Who exactly?
Andrew Green.
Oh, I thought you were talking about fucking
No,
Corey.
I don't know.
Dude, you've been chilling with CK?
Yeah, we've been fishing a lot.
He's chilling with AG.
We went skating one day at our homie Josh's house in his backyard pool. Me and Chris, we went over there, but
Josh Pennington's, right?
yeah, that thing is pretty gnarly though. I only did one little slash on the drain. They were calling it a San Diego grind. Yeah, it's pretty steep.
Shout out Andrew.
It's like an actual swimming pool. They built it to be a swimming pool in the summer and a skate pool in like the winter or whatever.
That thing looks fun.
So yeah, that thing's gnarly. Me and Chris were mainly hitting the mini ramp down the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, that bull is no joke.
But yeah, me and Andrew have been fishing a lot. Me, him, and Alexis got a fishing trip coming up on the 16th of July. We're about to hit Castellano Lake. Hopefully get some smallies, some largemouths.
He's so funny.
Catfish, maybe.
He was and he'll own up to it because he's a man. But he was talking so much shit on both of you as far as fishing.
On what?
Being beginner fisherman.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, watch, I'm gonna take you out." He hasn't even not one time has he hit me up to fish. But he's like, "Watch, I'm gonna teach you how to be a better fisherman than fucking both Alexiz and James." And I was like, "Okay, let's see it." And now you guys are all going on a fucking trip.
Well, I had to plan it. These fools wouldn't tell me what time they wanted to go, what day or nothing.
It's because it's hard with like schedules and
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely.
And like, you know, we got to provide
And being
stuff.
grown up.
Yeah, so it's kind of, you know, it was easier back then, and now as you're an adult, you gotta like be able to balance life with like
pretty
being
flexible
able to go out,
schedule.
yeah. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Hell yeah.
Where you guys going?
Castellano Lake. It's I think an hour, maybe more, north of LA.
I know you said you don't remember like what clips you have, but are you pretty
No, I was-
happy with what you
I
have?
was being half
so far?
sarcastic.
Oh, I feel you.
But
Are you pretty happy with what you have though?
somewhat. I want to get some other tricks that I've been thinking about and whatnot, and then some more random things. When I like to skate, like spots and whatnot. I like to just go out to like random cities we've never been to, like just places random. I don't really like going to the same spots over and over again.
I think the same thing that James has in common with all of us too, is that we kind of don't have anything too much planned. All the spots that we go skate, all the tricks we have in mind, it kind of more happens naturally than more of as of a plan. I don't know. We just kind of go out with the flow. Like James the same way, Kyle the same way, Chris, Paydin, Chance. We kind of just let everything kind of flow with it, and not too much be like strategized or planned out.
In my opinion, that's the way you do it, or else it feels like work in a way. Just go out and have a good time, and whatever happens, happens.
I feel that. I definitely I for real. I mean, I really feel that. Like, cause I used to.
That's what it's all about.
I used to like plan for my plans to fall apart. You know what I mean? Like once I started getting really good at like figuring out how everything works and stuff, I would plan on every spot potentially being a bust and having like a backup spot for backup spots, or like sometimes though I will admit I got like a little too stoned while we're out and I'm like, plans are gone, I don't know what we're doing, like
Plans out the window.
Yeah, that's how it is for us most of the time.
You never know what's gonna happen. Plans can go out the window.
Sometimes that's the best days though. You find them random spots you weren't planning to go to, but maybe you get stoned and you're like, fuck it, I don't know what to do, and you just come across something and then you get some clips. Like,
you know what?
That's how a lot of the time it happens, bro. Like, you don't plan to go to something, but then you're at this spot and then it's like, oh shit, this shit looks cool. Let me try to do something, and like you might not even tell. Like half the time I'm not even like, hey Joe, Chance, hey, let's film this. It's just like I'll see something, like even James, Chris, like they'll see something, like Kyle, like everyone, and just start trying it, and they'll just like, oh, hey, let me film this. Maybe it's not some crazy shit, but like might as well get it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the natural shit, the organic shit is what comes out the coolest, you know what I mean? That's my opinion.
Yeah. And it's like talking about getting too stoned, like I don't feel like that's a thing because of this scenario that happened. One time we're out like stacking clips for my part that I dropped with my brother Curtis.
Shout out Curtis. This bowl's for all of the Blanchette brothers, even
Shout
Kevin.
out Blanchette.
Yeah.
Shout out the Blanket Bros.
Shout out Blanchette.
But yeah, so we're out one day and we're stacking clips. Fucking Paydin's got me like 8 woods deep by the end of the day. And so I'm like, all right, I get this clip. I get a feeble flip that was in my part with some rail that was in like San Bernardino or some shit.
Rialto or some shit.
Rialto.
No, it was like from board.
Somewhere out there, yeah.
The shootout row, right?
Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm done skating, Paydin, let's go take some dabs. After I've already smoked like 8 woods.
So you were deep in the woods.
Yeah, deep in the woods. So
got lost in the woods.
Feeble tray flip.
No, not the same day. Feeble kickflip in Rialto.
Oh,
no.
yeah, Rialto,
did,
that little fucking shootout
the
route,
backsmith back 180. And then, so I'm like, fuck it, let's go back to the car. Me and Paydin end up taking like 3 dabs.
Off the fence.
Take like 3 dabs, I'm blown out of my mind. And then there's like, hey, there's some rail in the school, let's go check it out. And we walk in, we check it out. It's that tall rail. Dakota Serval got a flip front board and grabbed
After Kyle.
But yeah, so check it out. Do like a couple front boards on it, and then blown out of my mind. I had like cartoon vision at this point, but ended up getting a flip front board on it. Super hyped, but just because of that, I feel like you can't be too stoned to skate. Because I definitely was too stoned, but ended up getting one of the best tricks I've gotten.
Not too stoned to skate, too stoned to plan.
Too stoned to plan.
Yeah, I don't think you can be necessarily too stoned to skate, quote unquote. If you're really dedicated to the craft and you've like got a lot of experience under your belt, you know. Because even Matt would smoke weed and like throw up and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he would skate, he wouldn't get sick, and he wouldn't like. It's not like he would land anything better or anything, but he could still skate.
But that's the thing, though, is like when you're so stoned, you could not walk straight or some shit. But skating gets your adrenaline pumping, and when your adrenaline gets pumping,
it like balances it out. Yeah.
So you don't realize you're high, because weed is basically like all mental.
I just like I would plan a map in my head, and then when I smoke weed, it's like half of the map gets erased. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I don't know how to navigate anymore. My map's gone. Like that would be like my situation. But I have a question for the filmers also. That question would be
let's hear it. What do you got to say?
Would you say when people watch your video, should they expect spots? Should they expect to see spots that other people have already skated, or is it gonna be stuff that might be like rarefied like spots like that you probably wouldn't see like in other videos?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, and Joe can interject on this, like it's kind of a mixture of both, you know. We go out and skate. We'll go to LA a lot, you know. I mean, we're in Menifee. It's in the middle of LA and San Diego. So we'd be going to LA, San Diego, Riverside. And we hit a good variety of spots. A lot of them are like, you know, legendary known spots. Just, you know, get a piece of that spot because all of us, you know, grew up watching all these spots in LA, San Diego, Riverside. And then a lot of spots too, though, you know, out in the Inland Empires, it's not untapped, but there's a lot of just random new construction going on where you'd see like some random, you know, ditch spot or bank or gap, you know, whatever it may be. So we try to hit like both of them, honestly.
I think when it comes down to it, like what Chancer's saying is like we just try and skate like everything, like a mixture of both, because everything's been skated, everything's been done since.
Not true.
I mean, not everything, obviously, but I would say majority of spots that are known spots.
No. You and I talked about a spot in the area that nobody has skated.
The thing is, there's always construction.
That is what is unique.
The thing is,
sure.
there's always
Without
construction, which means there's always new spots.
Yeah.
Just and depends if you could find them.
There's always spots being taken away. It's like every spot that's taken away is replaced, essentially. Like, you know what I mean by something else.
It's a skate ecosystem.
Kinda, yeah.
I think what's most gnarly about it though is that we, for the most part, even right now, no one knows what has been done here or what's been done there, because if it hasn't been released yet, no one has seen it yet. No one knows unless you were there. Then you wouldn't know. So the same thing goes for like me and for everybody here. If they weren't there or they didn't see it and they don't know if it was done, then we don't even know until that video comes out. So it's kind of like, you know, it's up in the air right now, and nobody knows what's going on until it actually drops and what it's shown. So it's like it's hard to say what's what. And I know obviously the most blown up spots everywhere around, you know, locally, far out, this and that. We've seen this, we've seen that. Yeah, it's hard to speak on unless
I'm gonna tell you right now, I know about clips and video. I came over and was really, really drunk and spilled a bunch of shit that I had to cut out of the podcast. He told me all this shit that filmed. And then was telling me like shit that like they have for the new video they're working on. I don't know a goddamn fucking thing about your video. Not one thing.
That's that shit, right?
That's how we keep it. I mean, we just keep it.
But that's what I'm saying is that like, because you guys were saying like, oh, it's kind of like the same thing. Like nobody really knows. No, the other groups talk.
I like how
the other groups talk, and like Like for example, Preston.
What do they say?
Preston. I'm not talking about like they talk
Y'all
about.
talking shit on me, bro?
No, it's not like that.
Not
at
like
all.
that.
No.
I like how people don't think we're skating because they'll see.
No. But
just because we don't put out like shit like on like Instagram every day.
Yeah. They
Like,
just
you know, like I
but
get it,
that's
social media.
What
but
I'm
social
when I'm
media
saying
doesn't control
everyone's
it, bro.
everyone's talking. I mean like, I knew about Preston's front blunt on that.
That was fire. Shout out
UCR.
Shout out Preston.
UCR.
Shout out Preston and Dylan.
Preston and Dylan.
Shout out Preston and Dylan.
Back to the filmers.
But one second. I'm just trying to make a point, and then we'll get back. I'm sorry, but
shout out Preston and Dylan.
He did the front blunt.
Let's go.
I knew about it 2 days after he did it. It hadn't been like released yet, but everybody was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I asked Joe, like, oh, is Kyle gonna have a full part?
Yes.
Because I didn't fucking know. Because I have no idea. I literally, I'm, like, trying really, really hard. And the only clips I know about are the fucking ones that you showed me. And you remember my reaction when you showed me clips? He showed me 2 clips. And I told him, I don't want to fucking see any of this shit.
And my response, that's only 2 of the clips from the part.
Yeah. And they were gnarly. So I know 2 clips out of the whole video. That's it.
The only clue I'm
But
gonna
these
give
other
you.
these other videos, like there's a new video that's gonna drop soon, I guess. And they've come and
down here and shit.
And fucking showed them a bunch of like the cutty spots. I already know a lot of the tricks in that video.
And that just makes it less fun for you to watch it in the end.
Yeah.
But I like.
So that's why I'm like wondering. That's why I'm asking you guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you? Because it's not all the same.
Who said you had to take a piss? Oh, go piss.
Hey, you want to do that break right here?
And we'll be right back.
Skyler, you down to do that break
Hold
right
on,
here?
everybody.
Piss hella too.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
We'll just open the garage, right?
You know there's only room for 2 of us. I mean, 1 of us in this town.
And you 2 can be saved. What do I have to do?
Kiss this pigeon. Kiss it now.
So I was taking a walk the other day and
What's wrong? What is it? Dude, what's going on? I shit my pants again. Oh, Bethany, what? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, it's our noses. They're raw. Oh, they're rubbing together.
Are you confused right now? You should be. In this alternate reality, people's noses are in their pants, and people's genitalia are on their faces.
We saw the doo-doo Zoomy story.
Yeah, so what happened? You like shit your pants in a Zoomies or?
No. Wait, is this shit going on?
Yeah.
Are we recording?
We back on.
Are we back on?
Yeah, we're back.
No, I didn't doo-doo myself in the Zoomies. This fool, so we're skating it's like the flat gap in SF. I don't know exactly what happened or like what tricks are going on. I'm pretty buzzed, but no. I don't know how to explain which flat gap it is, but it's a flat gap in SF. And this fool James is trying to trick and he breaks his board. So he's like, we gotta go. He needs a new board. I was like, I'll go with you. So we're skating to the closest thing is Zoomies. Oh, it got ran over. James's board's broken. Yeah, give the mic to James. So it's just me James, Chance, Joe, and our homie Isaiah. It was like the third trip we took to SF. And he broke his board, so the closest thing was Zoomies. And we were just by Zoomies at Union Square. What's that spot called? Like, it's right by Union Square, but Zoomies was right there. So we left. So it's like 1.5 miles. We skate over there, and we're skating. We're like right by, and there's a fucking pile of shit right in front of me. When I noticed it was like last second, so I go to ollie, and my fucking kingpin barely scrapes the top of this shit. So we fucking stop because the Zoomie's right there, and I look at my board, I'm like, fuck, bro, there's shit on it. We go into Zoomies, and it's like, I'm not gonna fucking walk around with this shit on my board. So like, it's a fat Zoomies. I've never been in a Zoomies that was
Two-story Zoomies.
That was 2 stories. It was pretty fat, and there weren't many people in there. So like, first T-shirt I saw, I grabbed that shit, and I was like, I'm cleaning this shit off. It was like, I don't remember what brand shirt it was, but I mean, I was like, I'm not gonna walk around with fucking shit. I don't know if it was dog shit, human shit, but it was fresh for sure.
Probably human shit. If it was SF, it was probably.
And
human
we were
shit.
going past like where a shit ton of bums were like chilling on
yeah,
like.
so it's definitely human shit.
It was. I mean, that fool, whoever took that shit, it was fresh, so he just did it, and a lot of people saw, for sure. But yeah, so I cleaned that shit off, and I was like, I mean, I wasn't gonna ride around with fucking shit on my truck, so like, Zoomies, SF, I'm sorry, it happened to be you.
Dude, to back that story up, when me and Joe were like 15, Corey was like 17, 18. We're out skating in LA. We're skating some famous bump to ledge, and Joseph grinds it and like slips back. His board slips out, goes into the planter, and landed and stayed on a bag of human shit. Like, so much human shit, dude, it didn't even make sense. And this fool's board, wheels, trucks, bearings, hardware were all covered in human shit. All of it, dude. And I felt so bad. This fool was about to leave his complete in LA. You got anything to back that up?
What was fucked up about that spot too is like I didn't even get to try like to really hop on or nothing. It was like something like a taller bump to ledge that people would skate. Like I remember Leo Romero skated it, a couple other skaters like downtown LA, and I just threw my board up like fucking around, and it just landed in that bag of shit, and fucking went to grab my board, and like by the grace of God, like there was no fucking shit that I touched or like anything like that, because it was like all on the truck and the hanger and the wheels of it and everything. It was just, it was super fried. Like I basically put my complete down, like threw my board down, and like just skated it to like the nearest fucking fast food place that was like near, because I had to like wash it off, but like in the street I had like no means or anything to clean it off, so I just went to, it was like some Arby's, like McDonald's or some shit a block away. And I just went in the bathroom and just, like, flooded my fucking board with water and shit and just, like, washed it off, like, straight bum fucking bird bath, like, my board, basically. Like, fucking bless that bitch, baptize. And I guarantee after, even after that I did that shit, I know for a fact it was still, like, potentially, like, potentially, like, able to infect someone with something very bad. Like, it was not anything, like, too fucking humane or, ew. It was nasty.
The funniest shit was that this fool was smelling his wheels for like a month straight. Like, bro, what? Oh, it still smells like shit. Fuck! Oh, dude, good times. Good times for sure.
You were sniffing them and shit?
My shit was fucked.
So much you would
That's funny. That's funny.
That's
Literally
interesting. Some nice poop stories for everybody. That is fucking.
It was fucked up though.
It happened, bro. Everybody poops.
Do you guys ever like? Do you guys ever like when you're skating a spot get like the pre-jitters, like oh, I gotta go take a piss or I gotta go take a shit, or like, and have had like kind of like situations where it made it really awkward right before a trick?
Dude, so one time we're out in San Francisco for work, and we pull up to that famous 20 rail. I think it's a 20 rail out in SF. It's super mellow. I know Brendan Villanueva did nose grind to fakie on it, and then he sits on that bench. Like, he loses his balance and rolls over and hits the bench and just sits down on it. And that's what makes the clip golden. But we pulled up that rail, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Maybe I could potentially skate it. Corey for sure wants to hop on it. We pull up, and dude, I had to shit so bad. The thought of hopping on that rail went out the window so fast because I had to sit down on the stairs and pull a Chris and fucking clench my cheeks.
You're talking about the Mark Gonzalez stair set. You're talking about the one that's in the middle of the school.
No,
and it's
I'm talking about the 20 rail that Brendan Villanueva did nose grind to fakie.
Fuck. Oh, I know exactly which rail you're talking about.
It was to fakie, right?
I forget if it was Brendan or Jamie Foy, but they got fucked up on it. Someone got wrecked on it. It has the grass. It has the grass on the other side, and it's like really long.
Crazy shit though.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Corey was grinding that shit for fun, grinding the whole thing, and then he's like, "Oh fuck this, dude! It's getting dark. I'm over it." He was just playing around on that rail like it was a jungle gym, straight up.
But why did you call it pulling a Chris? Like what?
Oh no, because back in the day, I used to like fuck with Chris and be like, "Bro, how can you hold your shit? You gotta let it out. That shit's bad for you." Dude, and he'd be like, "Bro, you gotta do what you gotta do." So I was like,
I was a little runt, bro. I had to figure it out.
Yeah, but that day I looked around the school. It was like sketchy looking. You could see like there was no hidden points. So the best thing I could do is just sit down and hope I didn't shit my pants. Straight up.
Oh my God. And that's when you just gotta hit the clinch.
Hit the clinch. I hit that clinch hard.
James knows. I taught James.
Oh yeah.
You know it's bad when you're sitting there and you're like,
grew up.
You start, a sweat drips down your fucking forehead like, oh my God, it's about to come out.
We don't let that happen no more.
Yeah, when you got the turtle head poking his head out the shell.
It's even worse now. It's COVID, so you're.
No, you know what's worse?
We're over here explaining shits and he's saying COVID.
Nah, still going along with the shits.
Come on, Doug.
Shitty situations, dude. Skyler, do you remember when I tried to tray flip that Heritage 10 stair? Wait, yeah, I think it was tray flip. 9? Yeah. Tried tray flipping it, stuck it, slipped out, hit my ass cheek so hard on the ground. It felt like a snowboarding fall. And I just stood up so fast, like, dude, I'm going to shit my pants. I'm going to shit my pants. Like, as soon as you hit your ass, you got no control over that shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, you pussy. And you're like, nah, I'm serious.
Dude,
I'm like,
split my ass cheeks in two.
And then it made me think of like Zach and Miri Make a Porno. You guys ever seen that movie?
Yeah, dude.
That chick is like, oh, I'm constipated, so like anal really just like loosens me up. And it like, made me think of that. Yeah.
Shout out, Shorty.
What?
Gets his whole face.
What happened? I'll tell you what happened. That chick frosted me like I was a fucking cake. That's
That's a good movie.
Randall from like the View Askew universe. I've asked you, so I want to see everybody answer at the same time. I'm just kidding. But
turns into chaos.
How fucking long do I have to fucking wait before I get to see this fucking video?
I wish we could drop it today, honestly.
What did you? November 17th?
18th.
18th?
Yeah.
Where are we premiering it? We're hitting a bar?
We're dropping it this year, and we're actually dropping it on Dylan's birthday. So Dylan passed away November 17th, 2017, but his birthday is November 18th, 1998. So he passed away the day before his birthday. But I guess like for the way we're gonna put out the video, and I mean we all grew up with them. Like I've explained our stories.
Well, you want to remember the life, not the death, right?
It's just more of it's his birthday. We're not gonna drop it on the day he passed away, but more as like a shout out to our homie that we had a really, great
like I said, you want to focus more. You want to focus more on his life rather than like his death, essentially. So like premiering the video on his birthday versus his death day.
It only feels right.
Yeah. I understand.
But
that's pretty dope, man.
So we're not too far away. I know time's been flying, but we're, another 5-6 months away, give or take, about 5 months. So sooner than later.
Like we skated through COVID, but like COVID kind of set us back a little bit. But
COVID say
like as far as like, cause we want to like go to like get more trips in and like try to go to New York, but it was like kind of hard like during COVID, like you can't like get out there, so that's why like it kind of took a little bit longer like for the video to come, but yeah, it'll be here.
You know, it's a dream, dude. I want to hit China so bad. I'm gonna skate China sometime in my life. Mega ramp. Oh, the fuck? Nah, but like Skyler made a point back in the day, like years ago. Like shit's smaller out there in China. Like,
Spots, bro. They got the spots in China. Like,
all right, everybody, we're about to get canceled. Go ahead.
Yeah. Nah, but like Skyler said before, like rails are shorter. They're not hip high.
Everything's
ledges.
smaller out there because they're on average they're smaller people.
That's why, right? Here you go, Alexis.
They make it in proportion to their size.
Take the wood.
But not only that,
not to say that there's not tall Chinese people, like there's, because there's, I'm.
Dude,
we kind of insinuated it's like, oh, all.
You ever heard of Yao Ming?
Yeah. But that's what I was about to say.
But yeah,
I want to go to China still, but I think that I've talked too much shit about them. That like if I ever went there, I'd probably go missing.
Short and small.
What'd you call me?
That's funny that you guys were saying though about like the handrails and like the architecture out there that is smaller. Like not trying to touch back on that on what we already said, but out here if you took like the average height of like every American and like made stair sets and handrails like according to how tall everyone is, like on an average base, everything would be really tall and like harder to skate. Like if it makes more sense, like it would be definitely more on a larger scale.
I want to know if Alexiz wants to switch with producer and hop on camera.
Sure.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll be right back, boys.
James got the gold mic and the gold chain. 100. Shout out Bell Mountain.
That's right.
Keep it a buck.
Shout out Wheatfield Park. A lot of homies got knocked out there.
Yeah, so many people
Wild
got into fights
shit.
there.
That shit was a fucking training ground, bro.
Dude, that shit was crazy.
My boy Chris ran Wheatfield Park. Just little do you know. Little do you know.
That's so funny.
Chris and Steroid Joe.
Buff Joe?
You got some beef? Let's meet up at Wheatfield Park.
5 o'clock, everybody.
After school, let's get it.
It was like 3:15 because we got out 3:10, I think. So it was 3:15. Everyone would always say 3:15. That's just crazy to look at. Right now, it's hard to. I don't even know see. Like,
So, Skyler, what he has pulled up is
right? Oh, no, it's water towers.
the 8 biggest stair sets and gaps that have ever been skated. And at the top we have water towers, then we have Lion 25, then number 3 El Toro, number 4 UC Davis, number 5 Hollywood High, number 6 Carlsbad Gap, number 7 Love Park 4, and then last but certainly not least Wallenberg.
Have you guys been to Wallenberg?
No. Yes, I have.
Joe by it.
And it is no joke. I looked at it. I got offered $20 to 180 it.
That's it?
And I was like, nah, it ain't worth it. Especially compared to what has been down on that thing. It doesn't make sense, honestly.
Yeah. What if you had the ramp?
Maybe.
So, I just got a question, like, what do you think?
Get Kyle
like,
a ramp for Wallenberg.
That's all you, Trey Flip.
If you're looking at this, right, Like, does that make you think about, like, maybe, because this one's El Toro, right? This blue one right here. So, Wallenberg is actually, and Love Park, both, are, they're as long or longer than, no, they're longer than Hollywood 16. You see that? So it's like, what if you had to skate like one of these spots, you know what I mean, like based off of this, like what kind of ratio would you look for more? Would you look for more distance and less height, or more height, less distance? Like what kind of a spot like would you prefer to skate?
What I've always wanted to skate, and I was dead set on it for a while, I wanted to just grind El Toro for the culture, just a front grind. But unfortunately, that's when it got the yellow bumps and the fucking devil rails and all that shit and the fence in front. But it got to the point where I was dreaming about that shit like once a week. Fuck.
I'll grind the bottom of Wallenberg.
I
That's
still
it.
think about it like every night.
Yeah, hand it off. I want to hear what everyone who skates, you too, Alexis. I want to hear what everyone thinks.
I think we all skate.
Well, everyone who skates.
Oh,
I'm literally the only person in this room who doesn't skate. I said hand
By the
over
way,
the mic to everyone who skates.
You're a skater.
By the way,
no matter what happens.
Hollywood High is the best fucking rail there is. That thing cannot be, like, if you're going to take a skate park rail and put it in the streets, like, that's Hollywood 16 right there. But, I've skated it 3 times, and it does not get less scary. It
Bro,
almost gets more scary every
This
time.
fool Kyle, we're in LA, we're giving the homie a ride. This fool, we happened to just skate by Hollywood 16, and this fool Kyle, like, I don't know what he was feeling. Obviously, he was like, I think I'm gonna. I don't remember, you did 50 or board side first?
Board side.
So he was like, oh, I'm feeling it, bro. I just, like, I mean, we're here. I just want to, like, do it, you know what I mean?
I was just rusty and wanted to get my
Goes
legs
for
back.
a board slide, like, takes a pretty good slam. He's like, I got to do it right now. Like, does it, and then...
No, remember? I slammed on that board slide, and I was like, board slide fucking, it's burnt. Fuck a board slide. And I ran back up, and I 50'd it. And then I ended up board sliding it after the 50.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say you board slid it and 50'd it, but this fool like just skating by, like ready to fucking get it, like just got that feeling and fucking hopped on that shit, like no questions asked, like rolled up one time, fucking got that shit. That shit was fucked.
So you gotta pass it along. You're supposed to get asking, what do you think about the spot? What spot are you trying to skate?
None.
We're
Is
asking
there
the filmer
is
right
there
now.
a wall down the smallest one? I might wall ride it.
Hold
Other
on.
than that, no.
Hold on, I think you guys are misinterpreting the question. I'm using this as a scale of reference. I'm saying would you Yeah, would you prefer to skate a longer set with a shorter drop, or a taller drop with like a short, like what kind of like a spot are you like, would you be willing to skate?
In my opinion,
right in between.
Like don't think I'm asking you to hop down any.
in my opinion, like, so Wallenberg's the lowest one, right? It's by numbers, like from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd way rather hop down Wallenberg if I'm skating a set, which I'd way rather skate a rail than a set. But hopping down a set wise, I'd rather fucking skate something longer than taller, because your momentum makes it a lot easier to land than hopping down, say, a 16 stair height that's only a 4 stair length. You're not going to be going as fast. So the possibility of rolling away from that is a lot less than just hopping down Wallenberg, because you're going a lot faster. But in the end, it's scarier to hop down Wallenberg, but say there's like some drop that's the size of fucking, I don't know, say El Toro, but it's not long. It's a lot less scary, but a lot harder to roll away from, in my opinion.
I agree.
I think because I always like skating long spots, like like the Heritage Gap, or like what else? That other gap off Winchester, which is also kind of long, and I like skating gaps. I mean, more than stairs, because I feel like stairs can sometimes be super impactful, especially if they're super tall, and they also have length as well, but for the most part, like you said, like I would rather skate something longer because at least I can get speed for it, and the impact isn't as rough as like jumping off a bigger stair set that's just more impact than having to like go as fast. But I mean, it also depends on like the size that you're skating, because like you have El Toro, and then you have Hollywood High, and then you have Lion, which is like insane, and then you have the fucking water towers, which is like a straight flat gap, but like the length of how that flat gap looks of the water towers is like almost as big as Wallenberg or Love Park gap, like.
Yeah, but as a flat
gap.
That just goes to show you realistically how gnarly Jeremy Ray is, because no one's stepped to that shit since Jeremy Ray. Think about all these spots. I mean, obviously Lion. Really? Yeah. Okay.
Jeremy Ray contribution.
That's sick. That's gnarly. But Lion, like, Ali Buala, he didn't get it. Jaws, the gnarliest human on the planet, was the only other person to do it, but every other thing has been, has done tricks on it. So that just goes to show you
like
how...
kickflip Melon, right?
Yeah.
And he snapped his board.
He fucking snapped his Achilles.
Nah, didn't he just ollie it?
No, he did kick. I think he did kickflip Melon, right?
Not kickflip.
He did Melon.
Or did he do kickflip or Melon?
He did
Or
Melon.
just Melon?
He did
Oh
Melon.
no, it was on El Toro. He did kickflip Melon, right?
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was on
Davis
Convention
Gap.
Center. That fool
Davis Gap, he kickflipped
That full
Melon.
kickflip Melon,
Oh,
the LA Convention Center naked with shaving cream on King of the Road.
Oh yeah, that was.
So,
My
that
bad if
fool's
I'm getting
insane.
it wrong,
But yeah, like every other spot there's been multiple tricks done. That just goes to show you how gnarly an ollie could be at that distance. Flat gap.
Nah.
What about that gap that Chris Jocelyn tray flipped?
UC Davis.
That's UC Davis.
It is?
UC Davis, yeah.
Okay. That thing is big.
So you can see the length of it right there.
This is so
it almost
fucked
goes
up.
As far as Lion 25. It's like almost Lion 25, just shorter.
Dude, that's crazy. But, like, that makes my point right there, because, I don't know. I may be wrong, but in my opinion, I don't think Chris Jocelyn would try a
What
tray
about you,
flip
Chris?
down to
What do you
25.
think? What do you think is like?
Pass the mic. There's a mic right there. Pass him that mic.
It's still recording.
What do you think, Chris? Like, what would you rather skate? Would you rather skate a big gap or a big stair set?
A big gap or a big stair set?
Yeah.
Well,
What kind? Like
Long
or
I feel like Chris
tall?
likes both, but yeah, he has to be more specific.
Probably like more impact.
Would you rather
Yeah,
skate
a little bit
something
more
tall
impact.
or something long or short?
Oh, something long and short, yeah. I'd probably skate Wallenberg out of all of them too.
Waldenberg.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Waldenberg, James?
Me? I'd grind the bottom. Same with Love Park.
Nice.
In the water.
What kind of gaps do you prefer?
Yeah, like, what's your preference?
I know your preference isn't to actually like really skate that stuff, but if
I haven't gone down anything more than 10, I think, ever.
yeah, but there's different types of tens. Like there's longer tens, taller tens. Like which one would you rather?
I've had better luck on the longer ones. And
Longer?
yeah, because that long 10 in Elsinore, I did kickflip front pop, but UCR 10, that one's
Fresh
like
as fuck.
short and it's all like impact or whatever. I haven't done anything but ollie on that thing.
Yeah, and you wouldn't? You don't think?
Nah, I wouldn't say wouldn't, but maybe if I was feeling some type of way, I might try something on it, but it wouldn't be nothing gnarly.
So, back to the filmers. What do you guys most proud of going into this project, or what do you look for like when you're trying to like showcase this to your audience? Like what's the vibe essentially?
It's always a good vibe, I'll tell you that much right there. But honestly, we just look for, different things, how to showcase. For me personally, all these guys' talents, This guy Kyle, Merc shit. Joe is really good. Chris, really good. James, really good. Paydin, really good. These fools all skate good. And it's really fun, like, filming them at different angles, making stuff look different. Whenever I'm filming them, I know, like, at all times, no matter what, Joe's going to make it look good in the editing bay, He always does his thing. So, realistically, I just look for, like, different, things. Maybe it'd be B-side stuff of people walking by, like, birds, random people being crazy, like... I like to just show, like, everything that's going on in the situation, because there's always different things going on. And, that's probably, like, inspired from Beagle in a way, because that fool is, like, the king of that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
So, like, watching his videos, like, he always has just, like, it's the hijinks, dude. And, no matter who you are, going out skating, you're going to win his hijinks. So, to be able to capture that and then also capture these fools killing it, super fun. I'm gratified that I even picked up a camera to begin with, because... It's all shouts out to Joe right here. Like, this fool got the camera with James, and we went out to SF, like, for the first time out of all the trips, and I just randomly just wandered over to the camera and started filming these two fools kill it.
This fool started filming all of us, and, like, I didn't even know, like, when I was younger, I started filming with handy cams, started experimenting with, like, editing with, like,
back in the day, had the handy cams.
Like, exactly how everybody had the little JVC cameras, the little Avarios, the Canons, the, baby DYLANS and stuff like that. That's exactly how I started. And from a very young age, like, from knowing these guys, I would film them all from back then. Like, we weren't hanging out with Chancellor like that back then when we were, like, a little bit younger. I would say about 11, 12, 13, 14. But once we hit that, like, 15, 16, more of a high school, I would say, margin, once we started going to Paloma and shit, we then all started kicking it, and we started all linking up, and we didn't really have any plans of, like, starting to film a video or starting to, like, film street skating or anything like that. It would just happen just kind of overnight and just more naturally in a way. It wasn't ever a plan, or we didn't have any, like, set goal from the beginning. We just let it happen. And I would say the first trip that they were talking about that we went to San Francisco, we had just bought, like, our first kind of real HD camera, started fucking around with it and shit. Like, didn't have any of the colors set, didn't know anything about the shutter speed, didn't know anything about it had, the lens filter setting and stuff like that, and it was all fucked off. Like, everything we filmed, like, and the audio as well too is, like, I think it was at that time, like, super low, so it was like everything, like, you barely hear it, and it was all fucked.
In the uploading department.
Oh yeah, and so from the get-go, we started filming a little bit here and there, and, like, seeing how everything would go. We dropped, I would say, within, like, a year, maybe a year and a half, 2 year span, dropped a couple YouTube videos, like, just kind of fucking around here and there. But in the first few, I was, like, learning the craft of uploading, and, would film everything, upload everything, like, editing, whatever. And, like, in the couple, like trial and error, sections of it all, like, when I was learning the craft, I fucking lost James clips in the midst of it, and it happened not, like, one time or two times, but, like, more than that. And it was never, like, what was so fucked about the situation, and, like, all these fools know too, it was never planned for James to lose his clip. It was always just by fucking luck that he lost the clip, and it could have been Kyle, could have been, at that time, it was Chance was there, it was me, it was Paydin, and it was not by choice. It's because the way I was uploading.
We know you did it on purpose.
It's all just James's luck, because this fool's food used to get fucked up. Fucking everything.
He just jinxed himself.
They're gonna put mayonnaise on my chicken sandwich. Comes out with mayonnaise on it.
Load his shit up with a fucking fat sack of mayo on his buns. That shit was seeping out.
Hey, quick short story. This is probably, like, one of the funniest, dumbest memories I have. But Corey, we all had, like, a long day of skateboarding. Corey was pissed off over it. Not pissed off. I didn't mean to say that. But, like, just ready to go to sleep. And so we go and get Carl's Jr. And he's like, James is like, tell him no mayo. No mayo. Says it like 4 times. We're like, all right. So we tell them, make sure there's no mayo. Pull up to James's house. Corey's like, all right, guys, get out. And James is like, fuck, they put mayonnaise on my burger. Or on my chicken sandwich. And Corey's like, I don't care, get out. And James is like, well, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, just fucking scrape it on the curb. I don't care. Get out. Dude, that was... I still think about it all the time. That was the funniest shit.
Corey was trying to get back home that night. I remember that shit. This fool James would always fucking, like, I hate to say it, but, like, I don't really believe in jinx and shit, but James would kind of, like, almost manifest that his burger or whatever he was going to order was just going to get fucked up, and it would happen. It really...
I think it's all about how you order it. Yeah.
He set himself up for failure. But it's all good.
I agree with Chris because
if you're
I used to take your brother to In-N-Out.
Exactly. If you're assertive with it,
he would.
You're fucking golden, bro. If you're assertive, you're gonna get your shit right.
Yeah.
You know, if you're like, oh, plain.
Nah, but my thing was like,
you know,
he knew
sandwich
what
plain.
he was ordering every
nah,
single
motherfucker,
time.
I want that shit.
But he would still take forever.
Cheese
to,
only.
like,
Cheese and patty,
yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah, Michael was definitely very assertive.
I mean, I don't know. I think James' situation is a little bit different because this fool like, all right, I want a spicy chicken sandwich, no mayo. Say it deeper than ever. My bad. And it just still would come out fucked.
I feel like it got to the point where James would almost press the workers to the point where they put that shit on purpose. Like, he'd be like, I don't want mayo on my fucking chicken sandwich. They'd be like, okay.
You got it all wrong.
Fucking put mayo on the chicken sandwich.
I'm so polite every time I order food.
He's the most polite. This motherfucker be like, oh, can I please get a chicken sandwich and take the lettuce off?
Oh my
And
god.
take the mayonnaise off. I'm like, fuck. I'm over here like, bitch, I want it plain. They're like, alright, I know what you want.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you don't fuck around with their food. They don't fuck around with your food.
They do fuck around with food, that's why we get it wrong.
So, we can expect the premiere drop of the video November 18th, you said, right? Or did you want to, like, that's the date that you have the deadline, or is that when you're going to premiere it, or what say you?
That's the day that we plan on dropping it. So depending on if we're gonna premiere or drop it online, like since due to COVID, everything kind of got fucked like within the last year and shit. So we didn't really have like high hopes of premiering it like publicly and shit. But right now everything's looking up. So that's our buddy's birthday. So that day is like when we're dropping it, releasing it. No matter how it goes down, that's like kind of the way that we're releasing it. That's when it's said and done. Put it that way.
You'll know when it's releasing for sure. Where
Yeah,
it's gonna be. It's gonna be November 18th. You'll know where it's gonna be. You'll see it everywhere. It will be out there.
And you guys excited or what?
Oh yeah, we're fucking stoked.
We wouldn't be doing this if we weren't excited, bro.
Oh,
We'd
yeah.
fucking getting after all these fools in this room right here.
Have
You
you
know?
guys put down tricks like, all right, this one right here for Dylan right here. And
Yeah,
let's
for
put
sure.
it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
100%.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah,
That's super.
got some shit.
That's always
Yeah,
the best
for
shit.
for him specifically, because I don't know, energy speaks for itself, and we all had like a really good close connection with him from a young age, and he was always like that friend that would hype you up and would motivate you to try some shit that maybe you think you might get broke off on, and you're like, fuck it, like I gotta either go for it or don't go for it, and he would give you that boost. So for all of us to kind of still be skating and like, you know, trying to like skate obviously different shit and like test our limits, whatever, it's a really good feeling knowing like we're still all together and like moving forward with that type of energy. It's cool.
Yeah,
But
sure.
yeah, definitely
yeah.
like definitely doing shit for him. Like it's weird. Like energy speaks for itself. Like positive shit all the way, and
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know, like doing.
You'll see it. You'll see it
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm definitely excited to see this. And I hope you guys get through it and it comes out the way that you wanted it, natural and organic.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Thank you.
Are we gonna see crazy homeless people in this video?
There's a high possibility that you will, yes. You're gonna see a lot of hijinks, a lot of sick shit.
I'm in, dog.
It's gonna be a movie.
I'm
no
already
doubt.
in, but like, oh man, some crazy homeless guy peeing on Chris's face. I'd pay $10.
Nah, we wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, people would pay for that, but by end of
Well,
me
I know a
yeah.
guy, so if you need this to happen, if you need the clip, let me know.
Possibility of Paydin getting hit again.
Wait, you what?
I said I know a guy who will
I
pee on your
wish that was
face for $10, so
Oh
I'll pay that money to him.
Just tell him that he's not needed for any.
Are you sure?
100%.
Bro, it's for the culture.
Okay, then I'll pay him $10 for him to piss in your face.
But it's your video.
But you can be starred in it. How would you like that?
Oh my god.
Let's go. Call that guy.
I might be down. We'll see.
All right, we'll make it happen.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Skyler.
Don't pull a Sheckler right now, but I'm
I
gonna
won't.
ask you a very specific question.
Alright, I won't, I promise.
I will never be ish. No.
Did you backside flip wall up there?
No, it was El Toro.
El Toro.
El Toro. My bad.
El Toro. And no, he never landed.
Should the people expect to see Vista 12 in your video part at all? Or nah? Or you don't know? You don't. You can say I don't know. That is an answer, but
I don't know. Yeah, they should.
they should expect it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
they should expect it.
Fuck yes. Yeah. Because that's like an infamous spot that everybody knows about and everybody's ollied and shit, but nobody's really.
Yeah, it's a,
Besides Josh Briggs, Josh Marin.
yeah, it's a weird one for sure.
Who? James Franz.
James
Hartfield.
Franz.
Yeah.
Franz. Yeah.
James Fraud.
What's his name? What's his name? He's got the crazy half cap heels.
Greg? Harris?
No.
Skates Kellogg's. He's like an OG out here.
Marky Hamlet.
Yeah, he like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
kickflipped
Marky.
that.
Yeah.
Legend. So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's kickflipped it a couple times, I guess.
I remember seeing that when I was younger.
I tried to skate when I was younger, and I was like 12 or some shit, and I ollied it, and then
You were there.
Yeah,
I
Anthony
ollied it.
Martinez
Yeah. Yeah, the impact fucked. Like I hit my knee on my lip.
and you and little Ace and little James running around.
Yeah, shout out Ace.
Shout out Ace.
For sure.
Polka. Legend.
That was the good old days, huh?
Fucking trippy, bro. That fool was killing
Dude,
it.
do you remember how we went on that like tour? Like it was his birthday or
Oh, yeah,
something, and we
yeah.
went to like
Yeah.
5 or 6 parks, and we all crammed in a van,
Yeah.
and we were just like,
We ended at Venice.
yeah.
Yeah, it was sick.
And then like that night, like I passed out early. You guys drew fucking dicks and shit all over my face and my body. And
Yeah,
then,
that was the first time I've done that to someone. I think.
and then like
I was little.
And then like I woke up and I'm like, you guys are all laughing at me, like, and I was just like, what the fuck are you guys laughing? And then you just started laughing even harder. I go to the restroom, I'm like, oh my god, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, we
And
tatted you up, bro.
And you're like, ah. And I was like, dude, fuck you
Oh yeah,
guys.
James
And then I went
in
back to
fucking
sleep.
San Diego.
James in San Diego.
Fuck your phone.
James in San Diego, bro. That
Shit was fucking.
my birthday night. My 23rd birthday night. That shit was the best.
It was so fucking funny.
So what happened?
So we got we got turned. We had a good fucking time. Night was fucking going down. James fucking decides to fall asleep. I don't know why, but we were still turned up. We weren't done yet. We weren't done at all. James fell asleep, and then someone just. Yeah, it was my girlfriend. She decided to start drawing on him with her fucking makeup.
Oh my god.
Yeah, with mascara and shit. And then everybody started joining, bro. And then there started drawings on his face. Like
on my brother?
On your brother, yeah. Yeah, right on him. And then
brother,
Right on him.
and then we wake him up, right?
Nah, he just woke up.
All right, he just woke up. Same shit. Boom. At least like what? It was like 3 hours into the night. He woke up, and he had all this shit on his face, and he didn't even notice anything. Paydin, Joseph, they were all filming him. He still didn't know. Fucking taking Snapchats and shit with him. Look, he was looking at the camera, but he just lit. He just didn't know.
Do you guys still have those photos?
I got them on my phone right now.
Okay, you're gonna have to airdrop those to me.
They're on my phone. This fool.
Those might be classified.
We tried to like so many times to get him to like notice, like put the like right in his face, like front view, like notice, and like the funniest thing is in the video, he's like, I'm like pointing the camera, so he's like, no, not a video, take a picture.
Yeah.
But I'm like zoomed in all the way on this fool's face, like I'm just trying to get him to notice, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to have this fool walk around all night with fucking like, but he just would not, like, not just me, so many people try to show him, and he just would not, like, it just would not comprehend in his mind that he had drawings all over this fool's face.
Chris's girlfriend marked a unibrow
Yeah,
in between his eyebrows.
bad, but you're gonna
In
see
between his
video.
eyebrows. So every single time that he would like ask us for a photo or whatever and like say something to us, I would always look to him and like put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Unibrow, James. Unibrow." And this fool literally did not understand what I meant at all. And I literally said, "Hey, James, unibrow, 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 unibrow." And he was just like looking at me like didn't really understand what I was trying to say or whatever. But like Paydin had like his selfie camera with the flash on Snapchat in his face, and he still didn't see that it was marked like a full unibrow.
Oh, yeah,
but
it was a good night.
we we're all
It was a
turned
good
up.
night,
It was
yeah.
fun. It was.
It was a good night. James, you had fun, right? Fuck yeah.
You got any dirt on these fools, James? You got any fucking dirty stories?
Probably a lot.
No.
Nothing?
I feel like kind of a dickhead for this one, but one time Joseph passed out in my room, and
You kissed him.
we started drawing on him and shit, and then this fool was out. And I started throwing cheese balls in his mouth. I thought he would wake up.
Was it from under cheese? From under cheese?
Under cheese?
From under cheese. You know what from under cheese
No.
is? Cheese from under my.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't that type of cheese.
No, definitely not.
Oh,
But
okay.
we're giving. All right, I'm throwing the cheese balls in this fool's mouth, and I thought he'd wake up. I'm like laughing, whatever. I forget about it. I come back. Like an hour later, this fool just has cheese ball paste all around in his mouth, and he's like. But straight up. But fuck. Remember this fool put icy hot in my eyes while I was sleeping?
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah. Well, he didn't put it on my eyes
fucking
actually.
Evil.
That's fucking
He
terrible.
fucking put it on my hands and then tickled my face, and then I was like, and then I woke up and I was like, oh fuck! Just went to the sink and I was like, whoosh, whoosh, splashed my face, and I just see this fool like, oh shit! I was like, god damn it! I'm about to fade this fool right now.
I can't even imagine icy hot in your eyes. Like, I'm pretty sure we've all been there where like our legs are fucking raw and we're like, oh, icy hot, put them on the inside, you know what I mean? You just like, and then you go to sit around and then that shit touches your fucking nuts, and like, the first time it happens, you're like, fuck, that shit ruins your fucking, like, that shit, like, it's the worst pain. Like, the first time it happened to me, I was like, that shit was the worst pain. I can't even fucking imagine that shit being in your fucking eyes. Icy hot in your eyes?
Hey,
Nah,
so-
hey, legit, it felt like a hot pepper in your eyes, but what you're saying, it almost hurts worse, because one time, I think it was CBD cream, something that's like not even as bad as icy hot, and I pulled my groin doing a half cab feeble, and then we're out in the streets, and I was like, fuck, I could barely skate, I'm gonna put some icy hot down there.
How'd that feel?
Made sure I didn't put it on my balls, but you know, skating, it eventually worked its way to my balls.
Yeah.
Couldn't even skate anymore.
Worst
dude.
pain.
Do you guys watch podcasts at all?
What kind of podcast?
Joe Rogan.
I've seen
like a
Chris
nine
D'Elia,
club or,
Joe
like,
Rogan.
whatever it might
Chris D'Elia
It's
is
a June
funny
bug.
as fuck.
I listen to Bobby Lee a lot, and Bobby Lee has a brother, Steve Lee, Stevie Weeby, and he has a podcast called Scissor Bros, and every episode they do a challenge, and so far, one or two of the challenges have involved similar things, like except it's Bengay, not icy hot. They use
same shit basically.
They used Bengay, and then they were on Bad Friends, and they did the Tiger Bomb, but they purposefully put it on their balls, and then like, cause it was like you put it on your balls, and then you see who can like last the longest, right? And that nobody would give up, so then they gotta put it on their right?
No way, dude.
Yeah. It's all on YouTube.
that.
It's all on YouTube.
And then the last one is they fucking
It's on
put it on.
Yeah, then they put it in their.
Fuck that.
I'm good on all that, dude. Taking it to my balls is the farthest I'd get.
I ain't even trying to get there. That shit was an accident. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Icy hot in your fucking. I'm good.
Trying to go viral, bro?
This is kind of off
Nope.
subject, but I just wanted to bring it up. The time, what day was that? I think it was just a party night. Time Paydin decided to beer bong half a bottle of Henny.
Oh my god.
Did you really do that?
He really did that.
The Henny night, like, that was just like.
It was a dare.
That was a wild night,
it was
dude.
just a night,
That was,
like, it wasn't like. That's not like a normal
I
night.
feel it.
Like, you know,
Me and
I
Alexiz
was
watched.
like some random shit. Like, we were at Kyle's house, and we were just like. Me and Chris were.
Corey?
Me and Chris were going heavy on the Henny, like, but that was like up until that point. That was normal up until that point. But like, for some reason, like, we just started early that night, so like, we killed the whole normal bottle, like a Henny, like not a handle, but like the one under, and then
$45
we killed that shit, and we were like, fuck, bro, like it's only like 9:30, like, you know what I mean, like.
we
weren't planning on like getting any more, but someone was like, "Oh, we're going to that fucking Albertson." Me and Chris were like, "Fuck it, let's get another one."
Yeah,
And I don't know who was like people were beer bonging, and I don't know who was like, "Hey, you want beer bong and fucking thing of Henny?" And I was like, "I'm fucking past the point of no return. Like I'm fucking knocking out here either way. Fucking,
bro.
I'll beer bong that fucking."
Hey.
Me and
Fuck
Alexis
you
watched.
talking about?
Me and Alexis watched these girls beer bong Four Locos before they changed the formula, like when it was still the gnarly shit. You know, Four Loco.
It used to have
They beer-
caffeine in it.
Before they took the fucking
They
real
beer
shit
bonged
out.
them.
Oh, I thought you.
And by the end of the night, all the girls that beer bonged Four Locos were either like crying or screaming or whatever the fuck in the street.
So back to the Henny story, right?
Back to that night. Was that the night that you tried to jump on the jacuzzi?
Might as well have been that night. I don't know.
Dude. Fucking. So, you know one of those above ground jacuzzis, normal size, has the fucking the top on it. We're all jumping on
I
it.
was fucking sabotaged. Nah, we weren't all jumping on it. I was fucking sabotaged. That shit.
No, I did it.
The lid was not on it. No, the lid was not on it.
Yes, it was.
You might have done it
The
before.
lid slid
so then
off
how'd
of
the lid
it.
Get off it.
The lid slid off of it. You jumped up.
So I
say this is the lid. That shit went out, and then you just went straight back.
So I was
Launch
drunk.
rig.
We were about probably like halfway through that first bottle of Henny, and I don't know how it got brought up. Maybe they were jumping on it, but they were like, "Paydin, you can't do it, blah, blah." And I was like, "Bro, I can fucking jump on this shit. I'm pretty drunk." And they were like,
Full said.
"Nah," and I was like, "Fuck it, I ain't gonna not do it." And
Nah,
without
wait, hold on.
thinking it, I just fucking went for it.
You
and
said.
on top, my feet. As soon as my feet got on top, the fucking lid shifted. It's like one of them ones that got those lids that fold. That shit shifted, and I fucking back
Full
flopped
set.
on the fucking hard concrete.
Full said, I'm probably gonna get fucked up, but fuck it. And then got fucked up.
That lid did not move. I was fucking standing proud, king of the hill on top of that bitch. Believe me. Well, you better get that shit off, you sick bastard.
That word.
But nah, after that night.
Let's not finish. Let's not talk about what finished off in that night.
I wasn't gonna say that, dude. I'll bring it up if you want, but
I was like telling my story and everyone's just quiet, like looking at me. And I was like,
let's get this thing back on track.
Nah, but
we're on the train track, ready to go. What you talking about?
fucking.
I don't know.
Nah, but that was the night too. Corey was.
Train, my boy.
Corey was so lit. Full fucking walked up. It was a 2-story house, so Full walks up the stairs with his board, and tried to power ollie off of the 2nd story in the house, like you know it's the stairs and then it's the handrail and the little ledge. Yeah. Tried to power ollie. What even happened? Just hot pocketed his ankles.
I mean, he landed on the board and then just like you know what I mean, like it was on carpet, so it didn't fucking go away. But he landed.
My dad is so pissed.
Vertically, like height-wise, I would say it was like upwards of like at least 14 feet, maybe like 13, 14. Like height-wise. That shit was tall as fuck.
Think of.
Bro, that shit was tall. The same 2-story house, bro. That shit
Yeah.
was tall as fuck.
It was tall as fuck.
I gotta.
What's up, Thumbs? You got another backward rolling up or what?
No, but
I got a question for Chance.
What is it? Let's hear it.
What happened, Dave?
I'll double fist these mics. I go, fuck. I'll answer your question, my boy.
So, as like from a filmer's perspective, have you been keeping like a keen eye on the things going on, or like in the skate world? Are you like keeping up to date on videos and?
Yeah,
watching
for
new
sure,
stuff?
for sure. Like you see, like inspiration, or like more just like kind of just keeping up on different types of videos and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, all right. So I was wondering if you're keeping up with everything, and then I wanted to know like, if there's if you had like a certain filmer that you're looking at towards like inspiration and like all that good stuff.
So like, I guess like more looking out. I watch all the videos come out. Like I love skateboarding. I love the way it's captured. There's so many different ways you can capture it. There's been so many legendary filmers like over the years. So like, I just I keep up on stuff. I see stuff. I'm like, damn, like that was a sick angle of that trick. It really emphasized the gap, or like it really emphasizes the rail, or like you see other shit and you're kind of like, damn, like I would have done this or that. Everyone has. That's what's so cool about filming, in my opinion, is like everybody has a different eye at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's art. It's an art form, just like skateboarding.
You can see it really when you take somebody to like an abstract spot.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
When there's multiple ways to skate it, and sometimes you don't even realize it until you bring multiple people there, and you guys are all looking at the same thing.
100%.
But you're seeing something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I really like that aspect of it, like watching other people's videos, and like a lot of like early inspiration would for sure be like, I mentioned Beagle earlier, but like all the Baker videos, like I grew up watching all those videos, and like a new age type of person, I guess you could say would be like, I guess he's not even really that new, but like Ryan Lee. Like he films like Mason Silva and stuff, and he's like really, really good at filming and like super smooth, and keeps the subject like super in frame. His pan in and pan out is like super nice, and like I don't know, I just like to make, in my opinion, like a more like viewing pleasure type of like trick, because it's all. I mean, anybody could do anything.
It's all about the aesthetic.
Yeah, like it has to be like pleasing to the eye for sure.
Yeah.
Also, like William Strobeck, like a legend, like. Just the way he captures skateboarding is just like on another level, He captures, it's like a kind of a mix of like Beagle 2 of like just the hijinks, and I swear everyone listening to this has seen all like the Strobeck and Supreme videos, and they see everything that happens before and after the clip, and it's like it's full, like Ben Cadeau's like putting out a fucking fire in a trash can. Just like stuff like that, like, and so many different things happen. So like that's for sure a lot of inspiration for me.
Do you have a favorite video that's recently come out? Like as part of this like new age quote unquote
like a video
movement?
produced by a company like Sold?
Anything.
well, I mean, any type of independent team skate video, like
It could be anything.
Yeah,
It could be,
no, I'm saying like
yeah.
the team independent, like trucks.
Oh, okay.
Like
They
their
got new
skaters
stuff?
are ridiculous. So like I like watching a lot of stuff like that, like transition and banks and rails and just trip videos. You know, a lot of videos that I watched growing up were the anti-hero videos, and like Beauty and the Beast and fucking like just literally just lifestyle, like going out filming, skating. Souls are sleeping at the bottom of the bowl in like mattresses or sleeping bags. Like I don't know, but yeah, I like a lot of stuff, man. I like a lot of different angles and different views of skateboarding for sure.
Hell yeah.
What about you, dude?
Me?
What is your inspo from?
For all this? For like the podcast?
No,
or
for like when you were started filming, I guess you could say.
Spike Jones.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I originally, like I loved skateboarding, obviously, but I originally got into skateboarding because I was more interested in like the film aspect anyways. And like, the fact that Spike Jones started doing skateboarding, like filming, and then it moved into like the Dick House Productions, which is like Jackass and Wild Boys.
Just straight multi-million-dollar movies, like dude's a
and
legend.
He's responsible for Yeah Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fully Flared.
Fully Flared, dude.
Yeah, pretty sweet. All those the reason why those have big production is because of him.
Yeah, 100%.
And he made like he directed Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's directed a lot of stuff.
So he was my main like inspiration. And then the next inspiration is legitimate, like just this dude Nando, and like he's nobody to like the world, I guess you would say, you know, but he's like really big in my life. Like, not that like we don't talk that much anymore. He's much older than me, you know, and he's like doing other stuff. He lives in Norwalk, but he taught me how to like work the VX, you know, in general. And then in later years, Jerome Neal from Sacramento, watching him perform surgery on his camera at a spot was inspiration like I'd never had felt, I don't think, because his camera was completely fucked. It was broken. Like if it was me at the time, I would have cried because like I would have been like, my shit's done. Like, I don't know.
Using it.
And he just like calmly walked away from everybody. And John was the one who like broke it, and he was like fucking freaking out, and he's like, oh, and he's like, I'm so sorry, and this fool just fucking doesn't even say anything, just fucking took it apart, put it back together, and the fucking VX was good to go.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Filming's really sick, man. Like, growing up, like just doing multiple different like things, you just being a kid, like, I would always try to be like the one getting all crazy behind the camera, and then like I never really filmed until like the early SF trips. And honestly, a lot of it is like I'm super grateful that Joe and James initially threw in on the first camera, you know. And like we said earlier, there was no really plan of who was gonna film in general. We just went out there to have fun, see what happened, you know, like go skate around San Francisco at the end of the day. Like we literally pulled up and slept at Hill Point Park, which used to be like an OG skate spot with like this little bump, and they built like a new skate park there. We slept outside the skate park, like drove all through the night from Menifee, slept outside the skate park, and I remember like we were sleeping in the car, and you get like these feelings like, I don't know, like a dream, I guess you could say, but like it felt like someone was staring at me. So I'm like, dude, what is going on? So I open my eyes, and there's a guy outside my window looking at me on his bike, like sleeping in the car, you know. And I'm like, I like flinched. I was like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? And like, we barely slept that night. And next day, like, woke up, got a hotel randomly, and just started skating and filming. And like, I don't know. These guys were getting down, and I just felt obligated to like something like called me to pick up the camera, and I just grabbed it. And you know, the rest is kind of history. Like, I just been filming these guys ever since. Like, literally ever since that first trip. Like, obviously Joe's filmed a lot of stuff, and any trick that you see like me doing, Joe filmed, and a lot of these guys too, if I can't make it on the trip, you know, whatever the case may be. But yeah, like I'm super grateful for these guys to get that camera in the first place, and like it almost opened up like a new like window that I didn't even know was in me of like a love for filming, and I like it a lot. You know, like me and Joe talk all the time when we go to a spot. Like, what do you think would look better? Like this angle, that angle. Like, oh, this is sick. I'll show him like, hey, this is what it's looking like. He'll be like, damn, that's fire. Or like whatever the case may be. Or like he'd be like, maybe you should go a little over here. And I'll like think about it and be like, dude, that would be better over there. You know. And it's super cool with this guy like being able to, you know, talk to someone about that, because, you know, I don't care like who you are. Like anybody can receive constructive criticism at the end of the day, and like I'm known when it comes to the film industry. Like there's people that are legends, but like just him like giving me pointers and like me giving him pointers and just collaborating on stuff is like super cool at the end of the day.
Well, that's like in all forms of media, you have to learn how to collab. You know,
Yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
don't, you're like the music industry is a good like example. Like you can be a standalone like artist or whatever, but the more you collab with other people, the more eyes like potentially are gonna see it. You know, and then there's always the saying like two heads are better than one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's a new eye on things at the end of the day.
just 1 second, everybody. We'll be right back after these crazy messages.
Are you tired of drinking water?
Man, I'm tired of drinking water.
It's pure clear.
Pure what?
Pure clear.
Purity?
It's clear like water, and there's water in it, but it's not water.
Hey, this ain't water.
It's something that will quench your thirst temporarily.
I feel quenched, but this ain't water.
Pure clear is the hottest new thing. Drink it before your friends start drinking it and think that you copied them.
Day 77. The planes have stopped flying overhead, but the wild dogs are onto my trail. They've chased me for days. They can hear me from a distance. They're onto me. I've got to go.
Breaking news tonight. There has been such a major earthquake that the state of California has decided to go the European style on the freeways. They have to do so much reconstruction on the freeways of California that it is official. It is official, Alexis, that they will be driving on the left side from now on. Everybody on the left, to the left, to the left, even though that's 40, 80, 90 years from now. Who knows what year it is? Time travelers? You don't know. I don't know. Back to Alexis with more news.
Yes, that is absolutely correct, Skyler. There is a change in the freeways. The freeways are now on the left, and the right are the freeways that were on the right are now on the left, and the vice versa, right in the left and left in the right and the right in the left. And nothing makes sense. It's cold out here. I'm on the next side of the freeway. My car got stolen, and I lost my wallet.
What do we want? A short dictionary. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? A short dictionary. When do we want it? Now.
In an army of UFOs.
Changes the variability of your soul. It makes you existentially astral project out of your body. So this is an actual pre-recording voicemail talking to you.
It's better for your spine, for your brain, for your mind.
I still want to go watch TV.
All right, everybody, we are back. Welcome back. We had some crazy, advertisements to throw out there,
No free
You
shout-outs.
fucking. I hope you enjoyed them, little comedy bits or whatever. But everybody here has a life, and they got places they gotta be, people they gotta see. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna wrap this up. Me and Alexiz will finish the rest of the podcast at the pad. We got Joseph's little brother sent us some clips, so we'll be talking about those. So stay tuned, and also stay tuned at the end of the podcast for clips of all of these guys right here. Literally everybody on camera except for me, and
me.
Yeah, and and so we're throwing up everybody's Instagrams right now. Go give them a follow. Dylan's World, wait in anticipation for November 18th. I'm going to be counting the days. I'm just going to be like, all I'm waiting for is November, because I'm really hoping that the state will remain open so you guys can do a premiere. If you guys are going to do a premiere, do you have any idea where? Anything?
Maybe try to get it in the Ponderosa again. That shit was
Joseph
lit.
would probably know more about that.
It's going to be in a fucking movie theater. We're going to premiere it, and then we're going to burn it down after. That's the plan.
Oh, like Bacon Destroy?
Basically.
Oh, okay.
No, but I mean, for fuck, whoever like cares to see it, you know, wants to come out and actually watch the video, I think there should definitely be enough seats if we do premiere it in a movie theater. But right now, like that's.
But as of right now, there's nothing.
There's nothing set. No, right now it's just an idea. But
I'd say we talked to Ponderosa, because when I premiered my part there, they were super hyped about the whole idea because it brings them in customers to sell drinks.
Yeah.
And then it's super lit for us.
Yeah. Well, you guys talk about that off the podcast, but is there anything you guys do want to say or shout out before you guys
shout out Lil Jacob
get going here?
Shout out Dylan Jolly. Shit, that's our brother. R.I.P.
D. Jaws.
Forever. Dylan forever. Shit. All day.
I just want to shout out everyone in this room, everyone that's not in this room that's like been, you know, through it with us, been on trips with us, been out to sessions with us. I can't wait to see all you guys there, you know. It's going to be sick. If you can't make it, it's going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be sick, you know. We're excited to share it with you guys and, you know, get you guys hyped to go out and skate. Like, that's what it is at the end of the day. Get out there and skate. Like Grosso said, fucking turn this shit off and go skate. Because that's what you got to do at the end of the day, you know? Like, fucking get out there, ride your board, have fun. That's what this whole video is about.
100%. That's fucking awesome. That makes me really hyped. And then, for those of you who don't know, by the time that this drops, pretty sure our boy Chris here will have had his first baby.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah, man! Congrats.
Shout out, baby Dylan.
Let's go, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You guys are naming him Dylan?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, baby Dylan.
Yeah.
Newborn.
Yeah.
Legend
Shouts out, Lil D.
on the way.
Huh.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, July 9th.
July 9th,
Fuck
2 days
yeah, man.
after my birthday.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Oh, 100%. Thank you guys for fucking. Well, thank
yeah,
you, Paydin,
shout out
for
Lit Boy
giving
Kev.
me.
Thank you, Paydin, for
Shout
having
out
us
Lit Boy
here.
Kev.
Shout out, real quick. Shout out Paydin for giving us a spot to do this.
Shout out P Dog. P Dumb. You're dumb.
Looking like he's about to fall asleep. Nah,
But-
but for sure, shout out Culture Land for having all of us.
Thank
you,
you.
Skyler.
Thank you,
Alexis.
You guys are the mans.
Hey, thank you guys. You guys kill it. You know, I hope you guys keep fucking doing this and, you know, keep putting it out. There's a lot of people around here that, are, you know, you guys can interview and get a perspective on this area, you know.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys came and kicked it in Paydin's garage for the night.
Fuck yeah, man.
You got
It was fun.
ramble about some nonsense.
It was it was nice to get the fuck out of my tiny little pad. I got a pad that's about the size of this garage and shit. It's like,
Hey, at least you got a pad. At least you got a roof over your head. Like
true,
that.
true.
Yeah,
That's all
man.
that matters.
You gotta work hard, man. Anyone can do it. Y'all can do it.
Us.
Work hard.
Catch me out in Oceanside. One more month. Link up, come chill, get lit. Let's go skate. Down
Fuck yeah,
south.
man.
All right,
Everybody
I love
pop through.
I love you guys, and we'll catch you guys another
Dylan's
time.
World, bitch. You know what the fuck's going on.
Special invitation.
I'm definitely gonna have you guys back on beforehand, before the release, I think, and then I'll try to get everybody mics. We'll see how it goes though.
Yeah, whoever's watching this.
Real quick before you end this. Before you end this, I don't mean to interrupt, but
Drop comments for what?
Yeah, give us your spots.
Like,
Where
we
the fuck are the spots at?
Spots for that and spots for its premiere.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for clips.
Nobody's giving any of those
and spots to
out.
live. I need somewhere to live.
We're trying to stack some clips. Send us your fucking spots. God damn it.
I don't need your spots. Don't send
Yeah,
spots. I
Paydin.
need rooms. Send me your rooms. Send me your liquor stores. Shit, mine close early. Let me get some.
They're running out of Modelo's in Sun City.
Yeah, it's an imported beer shortage out here, so.
All right,
send it on that
boys.
note.
Good night.
Good night, boys.
Alright. See you next time.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cultureland Podcast. Me and Alexis are going to be wrapping it up here soon. We just got to review some clips of The Homie, and I will take this time to remind anybody that is watching, if you have any clips that you want to broadcast onto the podcast, let us know. Send us a DM. It's right in front of your face at Cultureland Podcast on Instagram. Please show us some support, and we'll show you the support back.
I'm pulling up some clips on his Instagram. Let's go. Hell yeah, man.
Fuck yeah. Little Jacob Skates, that's Juicy Joe's little brother. Shout out Juicy Joe. Shout out little Jacob Skates.
Shout out 8 years old.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Out here killing it. Out here hungry for those clips.
It's really dope. I'm excited to see what becomes of that kid.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure we used to see Preston and Dylan at that age.
Oh yeah.
And
at Menifee Park.
Yeah. And I just remember being like, these little kids, if they stick with it, holy shit. And fast forward a couple years, man. We got Preston Front Blunt and shit right here. Boom, Front Blunt. What the fuck? Front Feeble.
Legend. That part was sick too.
Yep. And then I'll pull up some clips that I filmed of Preston right here too. Hopefully we get to have him on the podcast soon.
Yeah.
Dylan too. They're
or have both
really
of them
dope.
on at the same time.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it would be really cool to have them on. But yeah, again, send us your clips, please, please, please. We'll fucking help you by helping us, and then the next thing would be like YouTube.
Yep.
Please like, subscribe, comment. Please, it helps. It's the algorithm bullshit. I know you probably don't want to hear it, but hey, we're the homies, right? So like, support the homies. We support you.
Yeah, you fucking time traveling fuckheads.
You time traveling fuck, send us your clips.
Yeah. Right now.
Right now. We want clips. We want clips.
We want clips.
But for real, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. We'll be closing out with some clips of the boys, the Dylan's World crew. And
shout out Dylan's World.
Shout out Dylan's World. Shout out Dylan Jolly, R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
And yeah, hopefully we catch you guys next time.
Let's go. See you next time.
See you next time, you time traveling motherfucker.